Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World Series of Board Gaming's coverage of the Wingspan 2025 Wingspan Ring Final. I'm Chris George, and I'm joined by the esteemed, incredible board gamer. You know her as our 2023 World Champion, won the Castles of Burgundy ring, and then in 2024 came back. Castles of Burgundy wasn't enough, and then she won the Wingspan ring last year. It's Angela Tao. Angela, how's it going?
Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, and thank you for the awesome introduction.
Thank you for joining us. I was saying this before we even started the intro and before we even started filming, but I'll say it again. It is so thrilling. It's always thrilling to have you on. You are an exceptional board gamer. You are the world champion of 2023. That never goes away. That title
Yeah,
is yours forever. You are always going to be the World Series champion. How does that feel? How does that sort of carry through your life?
I think it will just be such a highlight of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm literally in the history of board games. I'm just so
Yeah.
honored to be part of the community and always be back and do commentaries like this with you. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, well, we are absolutely honored to have you here, and it'll be an exciting game to commentate on, especially because you won this ring last year. You know exactly what it takes
Mhm.
to get to the final table and to pull out the win.
Yeah, and also one of the competitors I played with last year, Henry.
That's true.
Yeah, he's also on this table.
Yeah, Henry, one of the competitors at the table, has made the final table. Well, we've got a nice game lined up, so we might as well head on over to the final table and meet our players. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome. Let's go.
Perfect.
So you are player one, two, three, four, and we'll proceed with the setup per the instructions.
So we're coming in right now. They're going to be setting up the board. They're going to be flipping for the end of round goals. And we see
Mhm.
Wei taking those tiles right now. In seat one, sitting in the bottom right of your screen, we have Vlado Barun. Vlado is our 2023 Splendor champion who you faced off in your semifinal game, Angela, of Gaia
Yes,
Project.
of that project, yes. And funny thing is, during that year at the airport, I met Vlado, and
Oh,
it turns out we work for the same company.
right. I remember
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And it was that sort of union. You guys realized you work for the same company, which
exactly.
which
And
was great.
yeah,
We're getting some masterful flips here from Wei as we randomize the end of round goals. Possibly the most beautiful flips I've ever seen in Wingspan. But yeah, seat one in the bottom right is Vlado. Seat two is Yang, who I think this is Yang's first final table.
hmm
Yeah, I don't recognize him from previous casts, but that's exciting. And then seat three in the top left is Wei Luo, and who
hmm
I believe this also might be his first final table. He
yes, I
yes
believe
he
so as well.
yeah he looks familiar to me, but he's also sporting that jersey from the Singapore Board Gamers Association as well.
Oh
That's what
no, I
that
think
symbol
actually the
is.
jersey is from Hans, like the champion
Oh,
first year. Hans has a YouTube channel.
oh, right, we're the opponent.
That jersey, yeah.
Right,
Where's the
right.
opponent exactly?
There we go. And then in seat four, we have Henry Trin, who was in the Wingspan final last year. You can check him out in the final table. He didn't win the ring because that was Angela's right to win, but he's coming back for redemption. And so we have Henry there right now. We're just cutting ahead as well to the players making their final decisions on what they're going to keep. And I believe Vlado has kept three cards. Looks like he's kept no two cards because he has three
Mhm.
food ahead of him. I'm not sure how many Young kept, but we'll see that in a moment. We see up Wei has also kept two cards, and Henry kept four cards. Four cards
Oh
off the
wow,
bat for Henry, just sitting there with a single cherry, which is
single cherries, which is interesting.
yeah, it's tough. He must have a decently impressive hand, and we see Vlado right out the gate
Mhm.
come in with a really strong opener in that wetlands. With a
Mhm.
ruddy duck is the card that he plays down there, which
It's probably the god card you want to have in
yeah,
round one. Yeah.
absolutely. It's got such a great egg capacity. It's
Yeah.
cheap. It's worth no points, but you get to draw two cards and discard one. So now Vlado will be netting two cards anytime he takes that wetlands action. A pretty
hmm
decent start from Vlado. We
hmm
We also now see Yang scoop up from the market a hummingbird, which I find to be an interesting choice because
Hmm.
I think it was the red-throated hummingbird,
Hmm.
which most hummingbirds will help benefit your opponents as well, although they do only require one single wild resource to activate. So yeah, how do you feel about these opening plays, Angela?
I think they make perfect sense. I also love the hummingbird
Yeah,
play, especially if he doesn't really have like a good, strong either wetland or forest
right.
card. Yeah, it can make fantastic plays. And
They don't live
also,
there anymore, unfortunately.
him has a hummingbird means it's gonna be a very high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, everybody will be over 90s.
Yeah.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
We see Wei also snapping up from the tray the black vulture, which is a pink bird,
Hmm.
and it's one when another player's predator succeeds, gains something from the bird feeder. I think this is also just likely to fill up that forest row at the beginning
Yeah.
because it's free, it doesn't cost anything, but
Hmm.
I don't think he's banking on people having predators and activating them right now.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome card to play because it's extremely cheap to play, and also, like you said, if he plays in the forest, it can satisfy both round two and round three goals,
Yeah.
and also it's kind of defensive play, in case somebody wants to go a lot of hunting.
Right. Yeah, you can get stuff from it, and that also might um, force the players to stay away from it as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Yeah.
Henry just opts for the worm, just garnering food. Not
Hmm.
impressed with the three sort of woodpeckers that seem to be up there. I think we have the acorn woodpecker up there, which is gain a wheat from the bird feeder, and you can cash it on the card. And same with the red-headed woodpecker; they do the exact same thing. That's up there as well.
Yeah, I mean they're a pretty decent bird, but the fact that Henry kept four cards sounds to me
Yeah.
that he already have maybe even better cards to start with. So it's better to start putting those cards down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know he needs food. He kept four cards. He's not going to be interested in anything from the tray. The third one in
Yeah.
the tray just being the pileated woodpecker, which all players lay an egg on a cavity bird, the sort of tree bird. If you were to
Hmm.
pick that one up, that is on the bottom in our view, the left hand of the tray.
Gotcha. Yeah, that might be hard to play in round one. Yeah.
Also, the players are. I find that these initial moves tend to go pretty quickly because we've sort of cut out their thinking time. In
Mm.
their initial choices, they're going to have things in their hand. With Yang playing the spotted Tauhi, where it goes into the middle area. It
Hmm.
costs just one resource, and then whenever you activate it, you gain wheat from the supply. So I really like that play from Yang because he gets that flexibility of getting both food and eggs in one action.
Exactly. That's an awesome bird that you definitely want to see in your opening hand. Yeah. The only downside is doesn't fit with either round one or round two go, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, in the long term, definitely will pay out.
Then we have Wei who drops, I believe the common grackle is what Wei just
Hmm.
dropped, which is tuck a card from your hand. If you do, also lay an egg on this bird. Extremely powerful in the wetlands. If you can generate that tucking engine, you have all the
Yeah.
eggs you need to support creating that tucking aspect. And this one does conveniently go towards the round one goal, which is
Hmm.
most birds in the wetlands as well.
Exactly.
And we see Henry's first bird, which is why he needed to keep that cherry, which is the great crested flycatcher. So when it's activated, he can gain one worm from the bird feeder if there are any. So generally, there will be worms in the bird feeder, right? This is almost an
Exactly.
an always hit type of bird, I feel.
Yeah. Exactly. Because yeah, it comes with two faces.
Yeah,
Yeah, for each die. And essentially you can get up to three food
yeah,
from just going to the forest right now.
yeah. which makes sense with Henry having that in his hand. He knows he's going to have the flexibility to get that food engine, and so it's a little less scary keeping so many cards
Yeah.
because he knows he will be getting more food, likely more food than other players.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, he would just burn that card for another food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we saw Vlado just catching up. Vlado making a real push for the end of round golds, getting this ring build gull, which is tuck a card from your hand beneath this bird. If you do, draw an additional card. So Vlado, now in the wetlands, is going to be netting 3 cards and a point anytime he goes to the wetlands. I think a really dominant start for Vlado in terms of getting that flexibility of birds and cycling through and also gaining points. If I recall correctly, you're a big wetland player, right, Angela? You think that
Yeah.
wetlands are very important.
I think in round 1 and early round 2, wetland is like the most important habitat you should go for because Wingspan, like a lot of other card-driven games, card is a limiting factor.
Right.
Yeah, if you have like a good, hand of cards, then yeah, it's more like a factor of execution. So it's really important. So yeah, that's the kind of play that if I have the same starting hand, I would do it the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really solid play from Vlado. Those are the 2 that he kept, and with good reason, being able to get them both on the board. I really like the gull too because it just requires wild food to get there.
Yeah.
It's generally pretty easy to get down.
Yeah.
It can combo in with a few of the end round goals, or the objective cards.
Speaking of gulls, like a wild food. You know, there's a meme for gulls who love French fries.
No. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, I'll spare you from it if you don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's why the gulls are wild because they can eat anything.
They can eat anything,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, there are little thematic touches that make a lot of sense. That in terms of the type of bird and what they do, Elizabeth Hargrave did think these things through. It's definitely not
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. She knows her birds.
Yeah, she definitely knows her birds.
So yeah, I think we just got some more cards and start laying eggs. So yeah, he can now he has food and egg to play even more cards in the wetland if he wants to.
Yeah,
It's funny because Wei. So out of all the 4 competitors, I actually know 3 of them, and so Wei came to me before the finals, and so he's like, which habitat should I focus on?
oh
And knowing me, I of course said you should focus on the wetland habitat.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, really happy to see what he's doing here.
Henry just takes a gain food action, but I think it's important to note that Henry decides not to discard a card from his hand for that additional food because sometimes this would be
Yeah.
an easy play. He knows he's going to drop this down. He could keep a card as a wild food
Yeah.
and give himself that flexibility. Him not doing that indicates that his hand is indeed that good. That's the reason why he kept 4. It's not a 3-card hand. It is definitely
Yeah.
a 4-card hand for sure.
One thing, so Harry and I are also pretty good friends. We know each other for 3 years since going to WSBG. So his playing style, which is very interesting, is so instead of drawing more cards, his playing style is trying to make whatever he has work.
Right.
Like, yeah, we have very different play style, and
Yeah.
he has been doing very well. So I'm actually very impressed as well.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
exciting to see. I know your play style is for sure draw through the deck, see as many cards as you can, and then you have more options, right? You always have the flexibility. Henry now
Exactly.
targeting with the cards in his hand. Keeping 4 is a lot. It
Team 4 is a lot.
It is
That
a
means
lot.
like he has like an awesomely good, opening hand, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah. Now, there's also the potential, too, in your opening hand. So the WSBG rules are specific because they're specific in relation to the power birds. If you've played Wingspan for a while, you might know these 4 power birds, Killdeer, Franklin's Gull, and the 2 Ravens. You just get a lot of value out of these cards. And so the specific WSBG rule is that you cannot play these cards until round 2. it still feels worthwhile to play these cards because they are so powerful. But the idea is that kind of negates them and nerfs them a little bit. There is the
Mhm.
potential. I think I remember in your final, you played a Raven sort of turn one on
Yeah,
round two, the
yeah,
earliest you
exactly.
could do it. And so there's a potential that with those four cards in hand, that Henry's been could be saving one of those specific cards.
Yeah, yeah, it could very well be. Yes. Um, yeah. So the hummingbird is being played right now. I think everybody around the table is very happy, so they
Absolutely.
know free food is absolutely coming.
And it seems like it must be. It seems like that's Young's strategy right now is
Mhm.
to build up that second row.
Exactly. Just have a strong grassland engine.
Now, I always wonder in these sorts of games, sometimes you see people choose not to activate those. You don't have to activate the hummingbird,
Mhm.
but because everybody's getting a benefit, right? And so if everybody's
Mhm.
getting a benefit, it's sort of a net zero benefit unless you can manipulate it to your favor. Uh,
Mhm.
but you said you like the hummingbirds, Angela. Do you shy
I like
away?
the hummingbird. If I have hummingbird, I think I would activate it.
Yeah,
Pretty much all the time.
right,
Um, at least in the early game, because it's benefiting me more than benefiting my opponents, because
right.
I can sort of control what kind of food I get.
Yeah,
That's one thing. So there are certain other cards that benefits your opponents, like drawing card. So if it's drawing card, I probably won't benefit my
right.
opponents. Only if I'm like super desperate for cards.
Yeah, yeah.
But for food, I think it's kind of okay. Um,
That's it.
especially in early game, and
Yeah,
especially for Yang's case, I think he's in slight disadvantage because he's missing out on end goals for
yeah,
run one, round two. So yeah, that's not so ideal situation for him.
yeah. I find in a four-player game as well that sometimes I don't even worry about the round one goals though, because oftentimes, and it seems like it's leading towards this,
Yeah,
uh, Vlado and Wei might tie, and so
yeah,
if they do, that's 2 points each, I believe,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and so it's really a little bit more negligible than later on when it gets to 5, 6, and 7 points as a bonus.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was consider it as, if I can get it conveniently. If
Yeah,
it's on my way, then I will get
yeah,
it,
yeah,
because it's a 3 point or even 4 point swing. It's also not bad. It's like
yeah,
paying a bird itself.
yeah,
But if I have to go all the way just to get that goal, then it's not worth it.
yeah.
Yeah. But in general, you should keep the goals in mind because they pretty much, add up to 15 points, which
Right.
is pretty consistent. Yeah.
And it often you know that's often the gap between first and last
Mhm.
sometimes is
Exactly.
that
Every
point.
single point count.
Yeah, especially in a game where everybody's building their own tableau, right? That's really the only interactive element. Not the only interactive. I mean, we're seeing this with the hummingbird. We're seeing with the pink
Yeah.
powers that will be out there,
Yeah.
but the most swing potential for sure.
Yeah. Exactly. I think in my recent, offline games
Mm,
when I play with friends, so there are actually circumstances where I sacrifice for less points, but yeah, less strong engines in grassland, for example, but
yeah,
going for the end goal. So the point swing actually works out better.
yeah.
So yeah, in high level plays, it is definitely very important to keep in mind those kind of things. Oh, okay.
We're on to Young right now, who is just
Just got a
taking
single
food
food.
rather than
I
activating his eggs.
I I am not
That's
sure why he does that. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, that's interesting. He does have the egg, like the his first bird that the spotted towhee does have 4 spots for eggs on it. So he does have
yeah,
and the hummingbird has 2. So he has enough space, but I guess
capacity.
he's
Yeah,
really afraid of giving other people that tempo. I'm not
I,
sure why.
yeah, I think that's the only reason. But I don't. I am not sure I agree with that
Well,
play.
especially if he activates that grasslands, he just gets a free wheat. So he's halfway
Exactly.
to any resource of his choice.
So he's like giving up one food and three eggs.
Yeah,
One food and three eggs is likely, an entire turn because you need to,
right.
get egg and get food the entire turn, which might translate to, 6, 7 points if you have a strong grassland engine. So
Yeah,
yeah, just to not, I mean, you have the hummingbird anyway. If you don't want to give food to your opponents, then you shouldn't even grab it in your first round.
yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
I'm not exactly sure.
the only other thing I could consider is that could just be Young's style in terms of he will never activate that hummingbird, and he might have a
Mm,
starting goal that's either the omnivore, which will give him the
yeah,
wild food, or
right,
a red, the colors one, because it's a ruby-throated hummingbird is the one that he took.
right. That makes perfect sense as well. Yep.
So there's a potential he's just doing that to accelerate his grassland area, but I also feel
Mm,
like with the way the other three players are now developing their engines, it feels like it might set him back down the line.
yeah, but also it might be that he can see, except for Henry, both Vlado and Wei doesn't really have any really good food engine. So
Yeah,
it makes sense to
that's
drag
true.
them down by not giving them food. So that's also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah, they're both stuck in the wetlands, and by doing so, you're resigned to picking up that one food at a time. And so right now they're just building their hands. They're searching for the birds that will get them food, but every
Mhm.
time that they don't have that flexibility, that does make sense when you point that out for sure.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But personally, I would think I will not do it that way. But yeah, but
It's
I see his reasoning for sure.
it's true because Wei also we know that Wei has that black vulture which he drew from right away
Hmm.
from the row.
Right.
And so that's a free placement in the forest anyway, so he can drop
Yeah.
that and then use all the cards that he's been getting to get two
Yeah.
food. So
Yeah.
like Wei really has a pretty easy path forward. So you're just slowing
Yeah.
down Vlado at that point
Just so you,
at your own
poor
detriment.
Vlado. Yeah.
A couple birds that we haven't talked about being played. We'll stick with Wei right now. Wei also played the pied-billed grebe in his second spot there.
Hmm.
It's a similar. It's exactly what the ruddy duck is for Vlado. Vlado and Wei sort of have a very similar build because you draw two and you keep one of them.
Hmm.
Also worth 0 points. So that essentially is Vlado and Wei running a very similar engine. Uh,
Hmm.
and and then on Henry's turn, he just dropped down the red-bellied woodpecker, which we were
Another
talking about.
woodpecker.
Another woodpecker, another one
Yeah.
that it does the same thing, gain food from the bird feeder. You can cash it on the card, which is a scary food engine for everybody around the table. Henry now gets four food, the potential of four food every time he activates that upper row. We can see again why he wasn't afraid about keeping those four cards.
Exactly. That's four for that's scary.
That's a great start.
That's a great start. Like the only thing is like he doesn't really have any card drawing engine, but the fact
Yeah.
that he has kept two more cards,
Yeah.
it's good suspense of what's coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a very competent player. I'm sure he has a very good plan
And
for what's coming.
also, too, while Wei and Vlado battle it out over in the wetlands for that initial goal, Henry's
Hmm.
focus was very, very far ahead for the forest in round two to sort of negate
Exactly. Exactly.
that bonus. Whereas Yang is a little behind in both of those because, well, he doesn't have any birds in either of them.
Right. So yeah, Vlado desperately needs some kind of food engine, either
Yeah.
a cheap forest card or some sort of engine, food engine in the wetland as well, because there are a bunch of cards that does those. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. If he can get something that gives him food in the wetlands, that would be ideal.
yeah, even
Or,
in the grassland that would be awesome. Something like
yeah.
Cowhee, which is already here, but
Yeah.
there's a bunch of crows,
Yeah.
not better known ravens. Yeah, if he can get one of those, that would be very ideal for him.
And we're nearing the end of the round anyway. If he manages to snag a Raven right now, he only has to wait 3 turns to play it.
Yeah, but he has 0 food.
Right.
That's a bit unfortunate. Raven
Yeah.
needs 3 food as well.
Yeah, that's also where I'm liking Wei's pickup of that vulture right out
Yeah,
the gate
yeah.
because he knows he's going to need some way to get food, and getting that first bird in in that spot is very important to give you that flexibility. If you have the flexibility of your cards already, and Vlado's sitting on a mid of cards right now.
Hmm. All he needs just 1 sheep for his bird. Then he's good. Okay, now Yang's activating um, the grassland.
Hmm. He is opting to activate his
Hmm.
bird feeder, which is great news for Vlado and Wei.
Yeah, Vlado must be like Christmas because every time we play
Yeah.
with Vlado, and every time we activate hummingbird, he's like Christmas.
Yeah, that is actually hugely important for Vlado.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
necessary.
Well, let's see if we have the like cards to play it. But I mean, definitely it's better than nothing. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of card he has.
Yeah, Wei checking out Henry's cards. Henry's like, "Listen, don't worry about me. I get as much food as I want."
Yeah,
Yeah, we're catching a glimpse of Vlado's hand. A ton of cards there.
yeah. I see
Nothing.
birds.
Yeah, yeah. I see birds. I see a nice northern cardinal in there. That could work out for Vlado.
I think I saw one of my favorite cards in the game.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep it a suspense when it comes up. I think
Okay.
he will play it, but let's keep it a suspense.
All right. It's the wild turkey.
It's a bit smaller than that.
A bit
That's
smaller. A
funny.
bit smaller than a big wild turkey. All right.
And he's getting the food for the bird that my favorite bird. So I think he's definitely playing that.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see. Um,
That's that's clutch. Yeah, I think we were just talking about Young not capitalizing on the hummingbird in the previous turn, and
mhm.
probably he also knew this now makes sense. Seeing these two turns back to back, he knew he would
Yeah,
have to take food twice, and so why give everybody the knowledge for the first go around? He wants to sort of threaten them, saying, "Listen, you may not get me to activate this," and then make him sweat a little bit one more turn. So actually, I do love that order of operations from Jan. Way activating that again. I really do love the birds in the wetlands that tuck a card and lay an egg on top of themselves. You're just getting two
yeah,
points and so much flexibility in terms of not needing to go to the grasslands as much.
yeah, exactly. That saves, can save like 3 or 4. Well, maybe 3 or 4 is too many. At least 2 or 3
Yeah.
moves. So that's very huge.
Heating it up without brain power is
Dressing like I'm going to beach shorts and t-shirts, flip flops. Yes, yes, yes. My fourth draw. This one. Yeah.
Yeah, way this is the power of the wetlands, right? Wei and
Yeah.
Vlado sitting on those mitts of cards. Yang not really having many cards at all. And Henry, we
Mhm.
know, just has 2 cards left in hand as well. I think Yang is very similar. And it looks like Wei and Vlado are sitting on, 8 cards each.
Mhm.
That's a lot of flexibility.
It's a lot of flexibility. Yeah, because I think there are 4 power birds, but they're like less than 200 cards. So if you keep drawing
Hmm.
twice, so you can draw like 10 cards, then the probability of you getting a power 4
Yeah.
is not that small. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
It
if
definitely
you
goes
keep drawing
down.
cards, yeah,
Yeah.
Discard one at the end.
Oh yeah, I see some nice finches in Wei's hand.
yeah. Finches are awesome birds because
Yeah, they're great.
they have lots of X spaces. They're cheap to play and they can tuck and draw most of them. So
Yeah.
they're awesome. So yeah, it's the power of that way has this card drawing engine.
And we
So
see
Henry's building. Okay.
he
Okay. So
grabs from the
Henry's building
market.
a very strong forest engine.
Yeah. Oh, he has the red-bellied woodpecker, and then he just grabbed I think the pil, pileated, pileated,
Good
yeah,
woodpecker. Yeah, I think
woodpecker,
it makes
however
sense
you
for
say it.
him. Yeah. It makes sense for him because he has two of those cavity
Yeah.
nests. And he for sure he can secure round two goal. So yeah, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, locking it in. Also,
Locking in.
specifically, we're seeing that Henry's board has only forest symbols, so potentially some synergy there with the end game goals.
Yeah.
It currently doesn't seem how often do you when do you start focusing on round four, for example? Round four is the only one that is nest specific right now. It's the ground birds
The
that
groundbirds.
are needed, but this is why I like starbirds are always a great value,
Yes.
especially less so here because there's only one end of round goal which deals with nests
Hmm.
versus sometimes there's three or four, and then a starbird can score for all of them, and they become insanely valuable. But when
Yeah.
would you really start thinking about that versus the other goals and related to your own engine?
I think I'll be thinking about all goals.
Hmm.
Like, even if for earlier rounds they are like lowering points, but the swing in points is equally important than the absolute amount of points as well, right?
Right.
Um, so yeah, of course, round three and round four will give you more points, so that's slightly more important.
Hmm.
But if you can also, satisfy round one or round two, sort of for free, then I think I'll also give good consideration of them as well.
Mm. And we
Yeah, I
see,
cannot just like completely ignore all of the wrong goals.
right.
That yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I was just looking at everybody's nests, and I don't see many ground nests out there at all. There's sort of a wide range on them for players right now.
I think Yang has a ground nest. The Tauhi a ground
Hmm.
nest? Yeah,
I'll double check on my cards in front of me. Yeah, Tauhi's a ground nest. You're correct.
yeah, right.
We did see Vlado play the white-breasted nuthatch, which is similar to
Oh,
what
that's awesome.
Henry has, which is gain
Hmm.
one and cash it on this card. But it's not a may. It's not a. It must be cash, so we'll just give him
Um,
points. But it does extend and give him usage for all of those cards that he doesn't want to play to turn them
yeah,
into two food each, making
right.
good use from that nice hummingbird gift from Yang. That wasn't your
Hmm.
favorite card, Angela?
Not yet, not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
But I think it's a good card.
All
Like,
right.
yeah, good
We'll
compliment.
stay in suspense.
Stay in suspense.
And then also over on Yang's board, he has now forayed into the wetlands, maybe seeing that
Yeah.
Henry doesn't have any. And this is how he got his card draw. A bit of an interesting choice, but it is a ground bird, like we were talking about. So Yang recognizing moving towards those endgame goals, the
Hmm.
American oyster catcher, where you can draw a bunch of cards and then everybody gets one, and you get an additional. So he's going to get two cards just for playing that, extend his wetlands action. It cost him two worms. It is a ground nest. It is worth 5 points. So, how do you feel about that play?
Um, I mean, you need some kind of birding
Yeah,
wetland for sure.
yeah.
So, um,
If that's what you have, that's what you have,
if,
right?
if it's what you have, then you have to play it.
Yeah,
Because then now you can draw two cards. But the reason I seem a bit hesitant is because again, you're helping your opponents to draw cards,
right.
for especially for someone like Henry, has like awesome force engine right now.
Yeah,
So I think it's maybe less important for Vlado and Wei, but
right.
for Henry it might be like some kind of gift. But the thing is, like, he got the first choice, and he can
Hmm.
sort of see what other cards are there. Um, so yeah, which is kind of okay, I guess. Yeah, and also the reason, yeah, I think that's the only card he has, the card he just played.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't activate the hummingbird, get food from the
Right.
grass in the first place, because we saw he would be pretty much needing that additional food, but it turns out not to be a case. So,
Yeah. Well, no, the humming it did require two worms to activate, so he did need the two
yeah,
worms to get
yeah,
it.
he didn't need
Yeah.
to work, but he can do both, just going to the
Oh,
grass
both
and
with the
yeah,
hummingbird.
both
Yeah.
times. Yeah,
Yeah, he would have lost out on one egg, but he would be up. He would be up two eggs and a wheat.
right, exactly.
Wow, Henry playing that right now as well, the pileated woodpecker that he picked up.
Yeah, that's huge. Like he can lay two eggs and get up to one, two, three, four, five food.
Yeah,
Uh, that's very efficient.
it's it's very exciting to see because oftentimes, especially because players are playing on base wingspan, you see the egg strategy, right? You see sort of a dominant egg strategy,
Mhm.
but Henry not opting for that based around his cards, and now he can get that egg income when he goes
Mhm.
to the forest. He could
Mhm.
potentially ignore the grassland, especially with the goals how they're set up.
Exactly.
Actually, the reroll. Sorry.
What I think is
It's
also I think interesting. I think it was last final table where Henry did have a big egg engine,
before I decided
but
not to
he
spend
ran
it.
out of steam. He didn't have enough spaces for his eggs to
Yeah.
activate it at the end. And
Yeah.
so perhaps we're seeing ripples of the lessons learned from that final table.
Yeah, I definitely have to say, like, I think he has spent so much time, and I can saw him become a much better player over the 3 years that I've known
Hmm.
him. So it's very, um, yeah, commendable. Yeah, I really appreciate. I'm really impressed. I'm very proud of Henry. I'm pulling this so far.
Yeah. And he's off to a really great start for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
Only can.
yeah, I do. Going back to Young's choice,
And that's
I do like the American oyster catcher there just because it is a ground bird. I think that's likely why in his opening hand he knew
yep,
he would need to develop that wetlands. He knew he would have a pretty strong egg engine in the grasslands, and so I like him getting to that second stage of the board as well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
I mean,
something that contributes towards that end game goal.
yeah. If it's like the only card, wetland cards in his hand, I think it's like definitely
Yeah,
makes sense to play it. Yeah. Yes.
we see him activate. Will he activate the hummingbird?
You're thinking.
It depends on the role too. If he's looking for rats, well, he could.
if,
He might
if
be
it's
looking for
still,
rats.
he can still get it.
Yeah,
If he's like the last player to
yeah,
get the food. So hummingbird is pretty flexible. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, maybe he's looking for rats, like you said.
yeah, yeah.
He's getting it last place.
Henry gets a worm gift.
Um. Yep.
Yeah, the benefit of those food engines is if any large card comes up with a lot of points on it, Henry's
Yeah.
able to build those, whereas the rest of the table may have a lot more trouble. Although with Young supplying them with food, maybe a little less trouble.
Yeah. Maybe he's looking for either fish
Hmm.
or rat.
Well, if he needs the rat, there it is. And he gets the roll exactly what he was hoping for. Again,
That's awesome.
showing the flexibility of the hummingbird.
Exactly. It's very rare to see three rats.
I think
Yeah,
I know what he.
But then maybe I think Wei is happy to see that because of his
yeah, his vulture.
culture.
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of the rat-eating birds are uh, predatory.
yeah. We'll see the all the eagles, the owls,
Hmm.
and that I believe was Young's final turn of the round. Henry's not looking like he's going to play something in the wetlands at this point, and so Young gets to get third place, which is I think 1 point. So I think the goals will be a total of two because they'll split it. And
I think
then
third place is 0 point.
oh
For
right, third place is 0 for the initial. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
now he has a
4100.
better, right? He has a better wetland engine, so yeah.
Yeah. Ways dropping down the mountain chickadee, so it costs either a worm or a wheat. It is a cavity bird, which is great news, so that he can take full benefit of when Henry activates his ability. And
Mhm.
then it's the same as what Vlado put down, the same the chickadees. They give you that wheat, and you just cash it on the card. So it could be any food. It doesn't have to be wheat, but thematically, it's wheat to be able to be cashed on that card.
Mhm.
And Henry activates his food engine, now grabbing some rats and fish.
I think everybody might be freaking out.
Yeah.
um, if he indeed has one of the power fours, like this is like the kind of a clutch role for him
Yeah.
because pretty much all of the powerful boards they need either a rat or a fish.
Yeah.
This one gained one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Henry
mean,
Henry
yeah.
has to manipulate the bird feeder to his favor, but he had a great roll because he can use his woodpecker, he grabs it, uh, and he does cash it on the card. He says, I don't need wheat whatsoever. That's fine.
Mhm.
And then he's able to also pick up an additional worm from
Mhm.
his flycatcher as well.
Mhm.
So going into round two, sitting with so much food, I mean, 4 food is a lot in this game. Young's sitting at 3, though.
Yeah, he's also in very good
Yeah.
position in terms of food.
And we see the tray goes away. Nobody interested in those additional woodpeckers and that additional hummingbird that was there.
Mm.
Some decent birds emerging in the tray.
Yeah.
I see one of my favorites, which is the yellow-headed blackbird. Again, that's that tucking card where you can
Uh-huh.
tuck and get an egg at the same time. So I particularly like that one.
Yeah, I like can't really read, but I think that's the turn. The first one.
Oh yeah, the
The fir-
Forster's turn.
Yeah, I think I also like that bird because if my memory is correct, it should be a star nest, um, which is pretty awesome, and it's relatively cheap to play. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
all sweet birds are pretty decent. Oh, Yang does have a raven.
Oh, there we go.
There we go, the raven.
That's why he's developing that grassland so ferociously.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah, the common raven.
very interesting. Now I kind of wonder what kind of card he has in his opening hand because if you have a raven, then I wouldn't be so anxious to grab
Mm,
the hummingbird.
right, yeah. So maybe that must have been on the 5 then. That it with the oyster catcher that he laid
Oh,
down.
yeah, maybe, perhaps. So now we just need
Way
a lot of
snaps.
card
Yeah,
draws.
snaps up my favorite card. He heard me talking about it for sure.
Yeah, yeah, like it also goes very well with his plan because now if he do that, he can get 4 points in weapon, which is pretty
Yeah.
nice.
He also picks up, I believe, Cassin's Sparrow,
Mhm.
which I'm getting in front of me.
I think lays an egg somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just an additional layer.
Mhm.
And then that was, yeah, Forster's turn, which you draw 1 card. If you do, discard a card at the end of your turn. But it is the Star Nest. It's a cheap bird.
Yeah,
Gives you
for
that
four
additional
points.
cycle.
Yeah.
But this is why I like the Finches a lot more than the Terns, because
Right.
you
I
get
should get
that.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get one.
I think like for young might be that forest. No, sorry. What's the name? The turn. The turn is might be a good card for young because he needs some kind of a car joy engine.
Yeah.
He has crazy food engine now. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
4 foot.
likely
Yeah.
see him never go out to the forest.
Well, only if like there are
Yeah.
huge, point bombs.
A nice big swan popped up. 9 points. Also a ground bird. That could be
Yeah,
tempting if those people are looking ahead. It could give you, if that puts you over the edge, could be essentially worth 16 points to get that swan. And
that's yeah, that'll be perfect for young. Yeah, I think Henry might be in a dilemma because these are great birds. Like, also, it might work out for Henry as well because
right.
he just has a food to play. Okay, but he decided to do something
Oh,
else.
he drops the kill deer. I
Yeah,
think that's a kill deer. We see both of the power. We hear the gasp around the table.
Killdeer in my mind is like, yeah, much better, even better than Ravens. I would be very happy to see Killdeer. I think that's a card he has kept in his starting hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now he's golden.
That's why I asked.
Like, he has great card drawing engine and
Yeah.
great food engine,
You have the drawing still.
which is you can see everybody else is like smiling.
Yeah. Everyone's
Yeah, it
reacting to
will be.
that, and Henry, in true fashion, now looks even more stressed because now that he's revealed his hand, he says, "Yes, the target is on me."
So that's my first one.
Yeah. Vlado saying that it's a great card for a lot of the players. Maybe it won't be as good for him because it's just so expensive for
Yeah.
him to play, but it's like also a very great defensive play as well.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of have to scoop it up if you're Vlado, especially
Yeah,
because of the end goal implications that we were just talking about.
exactly.
Consider okay. Untap this. Attacking, and then I'll take it from here. And then I'm going to draw two here.
We see also on the board, it just looks like another eagle of some sort, which and maybe the
I need to.
northern harrier, I think,
Hmm.
is what he just grabbed. When activated, look at a card from the deck. If it's below 75 centimeters, tuck it. Which I prefer these eagles a lot more than the ones that roll the dice.
Oh yeah, these have much higher probability to
Yeah.
yeah to activate.
Ooh, I also caught a nice little vulture in
Yeah,
Lotto's hand as well.
it's
That California condor, I believe it is.
I believe okay. If it's a condor, then that's the one that can draw you two
2 bonus
cards,
cards,
two
yeah.
bonus cards. That's
And
also
yeah, and it's a ground bird as well, so it works towards the end game goal.
yeah. I think everybody's having great hands right now
Yeah.
because these are all awesome cards.
Don't forget to move your cube over.
That is also a awesome card potentially for Yang.
Yeah, the great blue heron.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll allow you to play a second bird. It's five
with five
points.
points. Yeah.
Let's see if he goes for it. And he does. He snaps it up. He hears you. We're being too loud in the booth, Angela.
Yeah, if he wants to get the turn, also makes sense because
Hmm.
oh yeah, can just play those two birds That's 9 points. Minus 2 eggs, and it's 7 points, and it's a star nest, so it's awesome, and he can
Yeah.
draw more cards. So makes perfect sense for him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We see a Canada Goose flop up.
Canada Goose. I think, yeah, it's also a perfect card for Yang, because he has a Raven, or
Yeah.
even the Tauhi. The
Even the
Tauhi.
Tauhi, which just
Yeah,
provides him with that.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
the kind of card he wants. And yeah, especially if you can get another card that doubles a card brown ability, then yeah, that'll be old golden for him.
Yeah. And we see Henry now activating his eggs. We see Vlado lean back in anticipation of the pain that's about to happen from the killdeer.
Well, you're doing it anyhow.
I wonder if Henry will get the Canada Goose, because yeah, in last year's final he did play Canada Goose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He ended up getting like 25 points from Canada Goose.
So much, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I liked him. He's going for our bird, Angela.
He's going for a bird.
Draw 2 cards. Take 1 for the team.
Also, the flexibility of Henry having so much food is that this action, he doesn't mind throwing away food.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, even if he doesn't end up playing it, it's very good defensive play, because Yang, it's just like 3 point for Yang every single time.
Yeah, I think he also grabs Swainson's Hawk, which was up there, maybe, if I caught that correctly, where it's another one the same as what Vlado did. Look at a card, potentially tuck a decent one to add to his card drawing engine in the grasslands. And now we see that Northern Cardinal that I did spy in Vlado's hand a little bit earlier. It costs a wheat and a cherry, but every time you activate it, you do get a cherry. So Vlado's food engine is now on really rocking. Vlado's draw engine has already been rocking. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, it is. So he can get 3 food and a point every time he goes to forest, which is not bad at all. And I still, he still has our favorite card in his hand. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we know it wasn't the killdeer.
It wasn't a kill deer, unfortunately, for him.
Yeah, we see Young activating that huge egg and food engine for him now.
Yeah, he has really a great forest and grassland engine right now.
Yeah, while Henry gets 4 food for going to the grassland, or 3 food and a point, Young gets 3 eggs and 4 food.
2 eggs if you, have to minus an egg
Right.
from Raven, but still,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, now chooses to not activate the hummingbird. I think we'll see that hummingbird not active unless he really, really needs it.
Yeah, that's, the end of the hummingbird's mission.
But it was a good gift. I mean, Vlado really benefited from it. The timely worm definitely worked out for him.
Absolutely. I think both, especially Vlado benefit a lot. Saved him maybe, 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a lot of rats.
It's a lot of rats.
Yeah.
Wei took a rat first, saying, well, the chances of these 3 rats popping up, it's got to be pretty low. Grabs a worm. Way's sitting with a lot of food as well. 3 worms and 2 rats. I mean, he's probably got a big eagle in his hand.
Right.
That requires the 2 rats.
One.
Hmm.
Play bird.
Henry is building Swainson's Hawk, that one that we just were talking about, the drawn tuck, which is really nice. Now, in addition to getting 2 cards every time he gets eggs, he's going to have the potential to get even more points with the tucking engine.
Hmm.
Henry's board is looking mighty tasty, and also nobody has been able to compete with him this round on getting that second round goal. He's
Yeah,
looking to lock that up in first place as well.
for sure. It's just impossible to. I mean, maybe Vlado, but yeah, Vlado would be very hard for him to give up to
Hmm.
compete. Oh, Vlado now is getting some rat
Yeah,
action as well. A rat and a fish.
yeah. I think Vlado did pull another one of those cards. That's a predator, which
Mhm.
Wei is going to be happy about. He can make
Right.
it on his vulture.
Yeah,
Really.
the Harriet. I think that's what he pulled.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I keep calling it an eagle, but it is absolutely the Northern Harrier.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like an eagle to me. Like they're all birds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We see a double play now from Yang. He plays the tuft titmouse, uh, which is a cavity bird, which leads him into the Mississippi kite up top, which is another one of those roll a dice, roll all the dice not in the bird feeder. I don't mind this. I think he's just playing them to use his eggs and use his food, and also
Mhm.
get in contention with that forest goal as well.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's like
Yeah, it's just not the most
4
exciting
points.
forest that I've seen or that's on the table right now.
It could be that he's a secret, end round go, not end round, but his bonus cards might need some of these.
Hmm.
So
Three. Straight to second.
yeah,
Oh, and Wei is playing one of my favorite birds right now, which is the bush tit, I
yeah,
believe.
bullshit. That's
Bush
an
tit.
awesome card. Awesome card.
It's an all-time great for me. It's a star nest. It has 5 egg spaces, and you get to tuck a card behind it and lay an egg on top of it. It's got room for all those egg spaces. It's better than the blackbird. It's still worth 2 points, whereas that blackbird I think is only worth three. I think bush tit, especially with that star nest, is just such a great get.
Hmm. Now we can get 4 points just by going to the wetland,
Yeah.
and yeah,
And if memory serves, Wade did take the yellow-headed blackbird, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him drop that yellow-headed blackbird, activate maybe one more time to get the eggs, drop the yellow-headed blackbird down there, and then just
It's less than seven.
get a massive tucking engine.
massive. Yeah, six
Yeah,
points just by going to the wetland. That
yeah,
is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's right.
Normally, getting 6 points from grassland is considered
yeah,
good, but he's
yeah,
doing it in the wetland. That's
yeah.
really amazing.
And Way happy to see Henry's predator hit, because
Oh
he's
my god.
gonna get himself some
Yeah,
food.
yeah. I'm just like really surprised really impressed by the bird tray. Like,
Yeah,
there's so many rats coming up every time. It has been like 3 or 4 times that
yeah,
stray rats come from
yeah,
the all the rows.
yeah.
Used.
And you'll see this little thing that I think is a great thing, and Wingspan should incorporate it into future printings. These little use tokens.
Hmm.
It's so easy to lose track of if you've used it or not.
Yeah. Henry's hunting. Oh no, he's drawing
Yeah,
cards.
that
Sorry,
was
Hunt
that was
is
his
already
kill
hunted.
deer.
Yep.
We can hear the familiar shake of, I think, Castles of Burgundy dice in the background. Henry pausing there for a moment, not deciding what he's going to grab, but he ends up grabbing, which I think is a really great grab, and confirms to me that he's sitting on the one end objective card, which only is focused on forests. The Forester. He grabs the Cerulean Warbler, which is a forest bird. He can plop it up there, and it lets him draw two additional objective cards. But with four birds in his front row that only have forest symbols, I think it would be very surprising if he wasn't sitting on the Forester right now.
That makes sense. Also, it kind of everybody else can also benefit a great from that card, right?
Yeah.
Because the second round
Definitely.
go, yeah, and also, on average, each bonus card can give you on average 3 to 4 points. That bird itself is 4 points, so that's like a
Right.
pretty juicy bird to get.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for him to get it, even if he doesn't even end up playing it. But like you said, if he does have that kind of end goal, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And also taking from the tray, there's still trays, and with all the rats that have been coming up, we do have the spotted owl, which does a similar thing that's in the
Yeah,
tray.
I
It's
was gonna mention that.
yeah, a bit surprising that Henry opts for the one that gives him one less point, but a little bit more egg space might be his consideration, or just he doesn't think he can get the rats. I mean, I think he can get whatever he wants, really.
Right. I mean, maybe. Mm, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe you think it's easier for that to be played. You know, you're
He
not gonna see rats all the time.
Uh,
So
yeah, another consideration is that his first woodpecker is the red-bellied woodpecker, so it does have a color in the title, and he might be
that's fair.
thinking, "Hey, if I happen to draw those if one of my two cards happens to be the color birds, then I'm on my way. I'll have two color birds." So that could be a consideration for a 1 point hit, especially with the added bonus, knowing that he's developing that grasslands engine now, wanting to have more space for the eggs.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I mean, like we said last year, he lost because he didn't
Hmm.
have enough X space.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he's very conscious of that.
We see Young activating that grassland again.
Hmm.
The hummingbird is on vacation.
The hummingbird, yes, has retired.
Yeah. The hummingbird, put in their work. They gave out a dice to everyone and they said, "Listen, that's it for me. My
Yeah,
charity work's over. I'll
it's
let the
been a
raven
good
take
round,
over."
hummingbird. Yeah.
They're elusive, these hummingbirds. They got to keep up the appearances.
So Yang is getting some wheat. That means he's
Hmm.
not playing those double turns in the wetland yet
Right.
because he has grabbed the turn. Um, yeah, and the other bird that lets you play a second bird and bird.
Yeah. Yeah. The great blue heron
Well,
needs,
yes, a gray blue heron.
yeah, it needs a worm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, your favorite bird is being played right now.
There we go. This is a scary, scary wetland for Way. He's got the bush tit and the yellow-headed blackbird. Now he just needs to make sure he doesn't run out of space. But he can draw three cards. He can tuck two of them and get eggs for them. Then draw additional cards with his pied bill grebe and
That's
get
crazy.
two and one. And then with his common grackle, he also again gets to tuck a card.
He can talk straight cards, six
Yeah,
points there.
yeah.
It's so funny.
6 points and still come out with a card. I mean, he's got so many
Yeah,
cards in his hand anyway, but he has the
Yeah.
flexibility to see which of the cards he wants to just turn into points and which of the cards he wants to move forward with.
Yes. Lots of flexibility for him. Yeah, when I was chatting with him, I did mention wetland is important, but I didn't think he can build a wetland engine this impressive.
Yeah. Harry, Henry giving out some cavity birds eggs to everybody around the table.
Hmm.
I think these goals are so interesting because oftentimes you at least have some interplay with counting the eggs and thinking, okay, when can I spend my eggs? When can't I? I know I need to save them up. But here,
Hmm.
it's so flexible. It's such a flexible board because you can do
Hmm.
whatever you want. You just know that you're adding birds. Even round three is just most birds. So it
Most birds.
makes yeah, it makes the goals really simple that you just try to build as many birds as you can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot more flexible. It's like the pure, show of, how efficient a player can be
Hmm.
in terms of building birds and,
Yeah.
just putting things down.
I think we're still on Henry's turn. Oh, he's deciding right now if he cashes it on his card or if he keeps the
Mm.
wheat. He has four food right now. He's going to get the benefit of that worm. He's lucky there still is a worm in the bird feeder for him to grab. It
Hmm.
almost feels normally I would always take it into my supply,
Same here.
and that's what Henry decides. But
Mhm.
it does feel that he's in a position where maybe he doesn't need it.
I think knowing Henry doesn't surprise me that he will really take into consideration what he should do because he's a kind of player that really calculate every single step
Hmm.
out. Yeah.
That's true. There have been some jump cuts, just a few in this one, but some of that is sometimes Henry has some long thinking time that we've cut out of the stream.
Now that's my favorite bird.
The purple martin?
The purple mountain is my favorite bird.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It
I
is
love it. It's just like a finch.
it's just a finch, but like easier to play than finch because you
Yeah,
just need a single worm
yeah.
and yeah, and tuck and jaw is the best ability in my mind,
I agree. Yeah,
especially
tuck
in
and draw.
grassland.
You just get it's a free point. It's a free point, and it's flexibility on your cards.
Yes.
Yeah, purple martin is a great card, and the grasslands is for me the optimal place to play it as well.
Hmm.
I love having tuck and draw on your grasslands because tuck and get eggs is so much harder to do because then you need to go back to wetlands and refill your hand. Tuck and
Hmm.
draw, if you're running that egg engine at the end, you just need to leave yourself with one card and then you get 5 points out of it. It's so
Yeah.
good.
And another thing is like for bird like these, um, yeah, you can also play defensively. If you see
Mm,
there's like a card you really don't
right?
want your opponent to get, you can just lay eggs and grab it so you can save actions.
Yeah. I am a bit
So yeah,
surprised. Oh
yeah,
yeah. I just
yeah.
just because of what's in the row, the chipping sparrow up there. It only costs one food, and it does take up a forest space. I'm kind of surprised that nobody grabbed it just to get that third forest bird down. I mean, it's potential that people are going to drop a third forest bird, but
Hmm.
looking at Yong's board now, he opts for the wild turkey instead. Uh,
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised because for young, I would want something like if I were young, I would want something with a brown power, that
hmm.
can net you points
Yeah.
because your grassland is your strongest habitat right now. You want points every time you go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if I were him, I would put it in the forest.
In the forest, yeah, because
Yeah,
again, that would go towards the goals. It is really surprising.
it is. Maybe it's just like a slight misplay from him,
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah, yeah, because then he would tie Henry as number one. It also cuts Henry's points down
Yeah,
in those end of round goals.
exactly.
because Wei isn't going to run. I mean, I feel like Vlado might go up. He's got sitting on 2 cherries and a wheat. There's a potential for Vlado to go and
Hmm.
play in the forest, but I think Henry's just they're going to let him walk away with first place in these end of round goals, and I think that definitely is a potential misplay by Young.
Hmm. Yeah, one thing for maybe audience don't know is that on WSBG, if it's a final table, player have been playing, more than 10
Hmm.
hours of board games
Yes,
on that single
yes,
day.
it
And
is.
everybody is very stressed out.
Hmm.
I've been there multiple times. I know the
Yeah.
kind of feeling. So I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes as well.
Oh, for sure, right? That's the exciting part of being able to watch these things back is because you learn from your plays, you see the flow of the game, and who knows, this may end up with making Young win the game as well.
Yeah, yeah, you never know.
But yeah, it is always worth repeating that these players are tired. This is a marathon of an event. It's a great time. You're playing board games all day, but you are playing board games all day. And if you make it to that final table, these players have gone through either 2 or 3 rounds of Wingspan already.
Yeah,
And
for Wingspan, I think that's three. This is
yeah,
round four for sure.
yeah. And so definitely, and there's no one I think more animated around the table than Henry in terms of showing the stress and the pressure on his face for sure. But that's how Henry plays any game.
Yes, that's how he play casual games.
Yeah, that's how I play
His
games
excellent
too. To be honest, that's why I can recognize it.
style.
I've played games with Henry. I met him at KublaCon and we played some games after the tournament was over, and we were both like, "Ah, come on, what are you?" Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think for now, like if we're just looking at the board situation, um, I would feel like both Wei and Henry are in better position right now.
Hmm.
That's just my gut feeling because although Vlado, um, he had a great start, but right now we're coming to the end of
Round
round
two.
two. Yeah, I just feel a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, his engine is a little bit slow.
He is a bit behind too. Henry now just playing that 6 bird, so it doesn't really matter for stealing the first place from him. Young wouldn't have been able to with the
Yeah,
wild turkey, but Young still would have been able to lock down second for himself
yeah,
solely with those 2 points. And now he's got to share with everybody. Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
And for
Henry.
Young, the only problem for Young is like he needs something like the Purple Martin for Young
Yeah,
because he has great foot engine, but he has not so good wetland engine. So yeah, he needs to find good birds to put his foot, grassland engine to work.
hmm,
And he's taking up like if he goes to lay eggs in grassland, he can only get 4 points,
right.
which is not ideal if you're
Yeah, it's
going for a
true.
very strong grassland engine.
Yeah, ideally you want to pick up 6 or 7 by the end of it, and the wild turkey now taking up a spot to give that.
Exactly. So yeah, my money is on either Henry or Wei right now.
And so Vlado is playing a bird, but it is going into the grasslands. It is the gray catbird, I believe.
That lets you duplicate the
Yeah,
power of the same habitat.
yeah.
That
So
that that is also pretty good, but it's very expensive.
it's very expensive. He will get to duplicate the purple martin, so he will get that draw discard or draw
Yeah.
tuck rather. So he'll get points out
Mhm.
of it for sure. Potentially not wanting to invest more up top
Mhm.
in the forest. Again, he could have chosen to go to the forest to take that second place away, but he's content tying with Wei and Yang.
Mhm. I think he's more interested in just building an engine right now rather than just to get 2 or 3 points from opponents.
Oh, I thought that was the last move. I thought that was everybody's last move, but they all have one more turn.
Oh, they do. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't really see the cube, so I wasn't
Yeah.
really. Okay, I want to. Oh, yeah, I see on the
Yeah.
left hand side.
Yeah. I thought it was 7, but they only had 6 played.
Yeah. We're so used to BGA
Yeah.
and all the apps.
Oh, for sure. I've played a
Okay, now
ton of
we're
this on
wasting.
BGA. And now this makes sense. Now we see people making a play for that second place.
Mm,
Way capitalizing on it. He's saying, "Listen, if Vlado and Young, you don't want it, I'll take it.
hmm
That's fine."
hmm
And he plays the Eastern Phoebe, which is if activated, all players gain a worm from the supply.
hmm
I don't think he's going to activate it all that much, but it's sort of again a situational one. The
hmm
benefit of Eastern Phoebe is that it's another starbird, so it'll
Right.
go towards both this goal and the end of round goal and the third goal as well, which is just most birds. So I
Yeah.
think a
Makes
really
perfect
solid play.
sense. Yes. And it's cheap to play
Yeah,
with relatively good point and a lot of X base. So yeah, it makes sense.
yeah, I really like that. Henry now gains food as his final action. He's not happy with having four food. He needs more. His birds are hungry.
Spirits are hungry. Another reason is probably because he's not really happy with the birds in the trace.
Mm,
So with a new round coming up, he can see three new birds. So
right.
he may just want why not just get food right now?
Yeah, which makes
Yeah,
sense also with Henry's sort of play style as we've talked about. He's not happy drawing blind. You
yeah,
know, he's had a few
yeah.
blind draws, that's fine, but if he can see some options
hmm
revealed by the new flop, he's going to like that a whole lot more.
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely not someone that likes gambling.
Yeah.
I, me on the other hand, I like gambling.
Yeah, I'm a greedy player. I've always said that. If there's a way to be greedy, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, makes sense. I think the fact that it's different style of players can all succeed in a game
Hmm.
like this just makes it super interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Vlado standing, surveying his board. I agree. It's while Vlado has the most balanced board,
hmm
it is tough right now because you're not specializing, and in Wingspan you kind of do need to specialize.
Yeah, he's just not as efficient as the other two
Hmm.
because, again, because of this spreading out.
Hmm.
Yeah, um, but he can sort of, forget about, disregard his wetland engine right now, wetland habitat right now because now he has tuck and jaw from his purple margin twice. So
Yeah,
that's really strong. Yeah, but his food situation is a little bit not ideal. That's a little
yeah.
bit unfortunate.
Seems like Way's just stepped up from the table, probably do a little bathroom break. The judge has stepped away as well, so
Yeah, it's a long game,
it's a long game.
and yeah, the room is kind of chilly.
Mm.
Yeah, I for sure I need to take a lot of break myself as well.
Yeah, I think it speaks to uh, Henry made reference to this before when they was chatting at the table. Everyone else is in sweaters. He's dressed like he's going to the beach because
Yeah,
he runs hot.
he runs hot. Yeah, especially Vlado. You can see him. He's like
Yeah.
dressing up for
Oh,
the
it's
Mount
cold in that
Everest.
room. Yeah, it is
It
cold in that room too.
is very
I'm
cold.
very surprised to see anybody in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Vlado slowly moves his cube to the.
Accepting his
Oh
fate.
yes, sorry, I do have one more turn. Yes.
Oh, Vlado has one more turn though.
I'll be last anyhow.
No.
He said I'll be last anyway.
So we know for sure he's not playing a bird in the forest.
Yeah.
That's where
Everyone at the table was like,
And dropping down that Northern Harrier, which we were talking about before.
Okay, that's awesome. No, I now we see like Vlad is slowly
Yeah.
going back to the game. Like he
Yeah.
has a 6 point on average going to the
Uh,
grassland
a,
engine.
a wild thing. What a difference one turn makes. Hey, Angela. Now I'm looking at Vlado's board and I go, you know what? I think that's okay. I
Yeah,
think it looks pretty good to me.
I mean, it was like 4 points versus now,
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 6 points. So
yeah, yeah,
it adds up.
yeah. Potentially seven if you either trade the food or hit on your
Exactly.
Harrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, please refill. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so funny. I've never felt so much of a difference in opinion of a board state at the end of a round than I think this one is right
I
now.
know. It just, yeah. We see a perfect card for Wei. Um, if he wants to make his wetland engine even better. Now we have. Oh, okay. He grabs it. He
He
hears me.
Yeah, he hears you. He hears you in the commentary booth. We had a very huge cost card, a huge point card. We have the Black Crowned Night Heron. Discard an egg from any of your other birds to gain a food from the supply. Now all he needs to do is tuck because he has a ton of eggs. He's
Mhm.
gonna get a ton of eggs from all of his
Yeah,
birds as we see him activating them all right now.
exactly. 6 points and a food. That is huge.
Yeah.
Duck.
I'm a bit surprised Wade didn't grab the bluebird that's up there as one of his cards.
Bluebird. Which one?
There's the mountain bluebird that's in the tray as
Oh,
well.
I see. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily for his own purposes, but just because I
But
feel I guess it's only really good for Henry right now. I mean, Young can't use it.
but also,
Um,
I think it's great because again, we need a lot of birds for this
that's true.
this run go, right? And
Yeah.
it's efficient, kind of. Um, yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Oh my God.
oh man, Henry
Oh
grabs a
man.
finch.
It has a finch.
This is also another one of my favorite cards. I mean, we talked about the
Yeah.
finches earlier. It has
Hmm.
that tuck and draw like the house like the purple martin, this house finch, but it has six spaces for eggs. Henry not going to run out of egg spaces.
Yeah. Not this time.
Not this time. And the grassland is absolutely the place where I'd love to play it.
Hmm.
Scatter it. Okay.
All players now at seven birds with Henry with that play from Henry.
Yeah. These are all awesome plays from. Like we can see, everybody is like doing really well.
Yeah.
What they're doing. Like they're all diversified to their own strategies.
And now we see Vlado now starting to activate his engine.
Less than 75.
Less than 75. Does he hit?
It's not going to work.
A loon. It's not going to work. The loon's too
Oh
big to
no.
stuff down the Harrier's mouth.
It's not Vlado's day, unfortunately. So he's gonna, yeah, activate
Tuck and draw twice,
100
essentially.
twice.
See a little glimpse of that swan. Yeah, you see, throws away a pink power bird, which at this
Hmm.
point in the game makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Draw a card.
He's gonna, yeah, he's gonna draw a card that makes sense from the tray.
And tuck a card.
Yeah, he just draws from the deck, though. He's not interested in what is on the tray right now. There
I
is a
mean, it's not that great,
yeah,
honestly. Yeah.
the pelican not so good.
Hmm.
But I'm just really surprised that the bluebird is still sticking around. I find the bluebird to be really powerful, and especially when this end of round goal is most birds.
Yeah, I think it's like the most powerful for Wei, but not so much for
Yeah.
the other players.
Wow, I just caught a glimpse of Henry's food. Well, Young has four food. I guess he's. Oh, there we go. Here's the Forester play from Young.
Right.
He's playing the heron into the turn. Nice that the turn does have that star nest.
Hmm.
And now he's got those wetlands. Really nice play as well. He's sitting at nine birds, which Young needs to place in the end of round goals because he has yet to get a first place, and all the other players have. But But yeah, Henry up there sitting on 7 food, 1 of everything.
Yeah, he's just getting food and fishing for cards that can utilize those food.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
either
now,
yeah, some crazy eagles in the grassland,
right.
or some yeah point bombs, or very efficient, even something like blackbird. We know it's already here, but that would be awesome for Henry as well.
Yeah. Henry currently only sitting at 1 ground nest. Uh, Wei is sitting at 2 ground nests, both of them being star nests. If I look at Yang's breakdown, Yang is sitting at 2, 3, 4 ground nests. So Yang is in a really nice spot to take that
Yeah,
final goal as well. And then
that's huge for him.
yeah, Vlado is sitting at just 1 ground nest right now.
Yeah,
I mean, with the breakdown of the boards, I feel with those 4 ground nests, almost might have it. I mean, there still is a lot of space and a lot of room to play, but
yeah. We only have 10 more turns to go.
yeah,
Yeah, it's unlikely someone is gonna take
take
him. Take
take
the
that
first.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take that away. Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing in the tray too doesn't seem that exciting. We have the barn owl again rolling those
Mhm.
dice. It feels like that's the weakest power in the game to me. I
Yep.
don't know how you feel, but it's just so
That's definitely a weak.
situational.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's another owl that's slightly better, which has the star nest. So
Hmm.
that one, maybe yes.
Yeah.
That this one, unfortunately, is not the great. Yeah, the best bird you can get.
Yeah. Even if the end of round goal was platform birds, I don't even know if I would sacrifice my tableau for that.
Yeah. Well, if it hits so many of your,
If your goals, yeah,
bonus cards, then yes.
then yes. But it's just like on such a rare occasion.
Yeah.
All right, and I apparently am wrong. Nobody wants that mountain bluebird. I take it back. I still think it's a great card.
I think it's a great card. I think Wei probably didn't want it because I can't really see um, from a video, but I don't think he has a lot of food.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
he doesn't have much at all.
We know that he got the black bird that needs 3 food, so
Hmm.
he's maybe in a
Oh yeah, the heron. That's his
yeah
focus right now. Yeah, for sure.
yeah the heron. Yeah, I think. I mean, it's not a bad idea to get that bird just in case he draws some good card that he can play in the last round. So
Hmm.
it's still very efficient play.
Yeah, but also less important for him as well because the reason would be in order to play it this round, in order to contest most birds, right?
Yeah,
His engine is clearly the wetlands engine, and then
you're right.
just play whatever cards you can after.
Yeah. Yeah, but I agree. I think it might be, you know, because he has so many card draws, it might
Hmm.
be good for him to just draw it to see what he can pull off. Um, yeah, maybe you can take that first place away. It's not impossible.
Yeah. Henry just drew 1, I think, from the top of the deck, and then had a long think about what he wants to do.
Yeah. Knowing him, he's probably calculating, yeah, the detailed play out of the rest of the game, and yeah, all the eggs and stuff.
And he
Oh,
takes the
he's grabbing
bluebird.
that.
Hey,
Oh,
I knew it.
you knew
I
it.
knew it would get grabbed. Um, that actually that long calculation that I cut out
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense by now grabbing the bluebird. You have to see, can I play the bluebird? Like clearly Henry drew into something that he wants to play in the grasslands, and he was deciding, okay, do I do a double grasslands play? Do I have the food available? Is it worth it for me to
Is it
establish
worth?
this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And if it's like worth it because it's taking a precious
yeah,
spot
yeah,
from his engine,
yeah,
because that's just like dead space for him,
yeah,
right? So yeah, he's knowing he is definitely going through all these scenarios and probably com- computing the probability that he can get a better bird,
yeah,
and yeah, end up saying maybe worse, just taking it and guarantee a good place in the end game, end of round bonus.
And I'm not going to.
yeah. Unfortunately, Vlado goes and activates his eggs, doesn't hit again on his predator, which would have been a great time to
Yes.
do so since Wei's already used his bird.
Yeah. That's actually what happened to me last year. So my hunting bird
Oh, right.
didn't
It didn't hit.
didn't
It hit maybe
succeed. Didn't
once.
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, only hit once.
yeah.
Texas one.
So it's not the end of the world, is what you're saying. Since things seemed to turn out all right for you last year.
But I was like, I won by 2 points, so it
Right.
was very nerve wracking.
Yeah, the other bird that just popped up in the tray is the common nighthawk, which,
Mm,
if it's to the right of other birds, you move it to another habitat. These can be really strong at the beginning of the game. I don't mind keeping one that hits
yeah,
with my end goals at
yeah,
the beginning because they help me get those level 2 actions. But for now, that will never be picked.
no, never. And
Even though it
yeah,
is a ground bird, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a ground bird. Who cares?
yeah, it would be very strong in this game if you can get it early, right?
Hmm.
So like the first
Absolutely.
2 rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Young draws one of his cards from the deck, and then the second card as well. That is the benefit of the card draw action is you do get to draw them one at a time, which I
hmm
I really like in terms of the design space
hmm
and what it gives you. Like it's always beneficial to draw from the deck first, and then you say, "Do I want to take?" It's a bird in the hand or two in the bush. That's exactly what it is.
exactly. Yeah, and I see people always draw from the deck first, then make a decision if they want to draw from
Yeah,
the tray.
but I think we saw that exactly pan out with Henry. He drew something and he said, "Wait a minute, could this work?" Spent some
hmm
time calculating, and then drew the mountain bluebird, saying, "Yeah, okay, now I have something to combo."
Yeah. On a high level play, I'm actually kind of nervous to draw from the tray,
Mm,
because it's very likely you're gonna
right.
reveal even better word for
Yeah.
your for the other players.
Yeah. I think we're on Yang's turn right now. I see 4 cubes for Yang and 3 for Vlado. So
I think he just drew some cards, didn't he? So yeah, Wei is definitely waiting to play that turn out.
hmm.
But if I'm not mistaken, I see only one food in front of him.
Yeah, it's just that fish.
Oh, okay. So he Yan
Oh
did get
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Oh, I guess he was deciding with his turn
interesting.
what to draw as well. So he drew the
Mm,
2, he was activating his turn, and then decided to go strangely for the barn owl, which I was surprised wouldn't. I didn't think that would get picked.
Me neither. I think maybe he has like a end of game bonus card
Mm,
that needs either some sort of predatory.
yeah,
I yeah. The
I
fact
think
that he has so many birds that can eat rats, so that might be why.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good guess. It's always hard finding that balance, right? Threading the needle and and figuring out, okay, is it beneficial for me to invest breaking my tableau for the
Hmm.
sake of getting these points over here and these objectives? And
Hmm.
especially when you get to the fourth and the fifth row, when you're calculating, okay, well, I have to spend 2 eggs, I have to spend 2 points to put these birds onto the map, in
Hmm.
addition, and get the food for them. For
Hmm.
sometimes, I mean, if it's a bird that eats rats, that's a 2 point gain, you know?
Hmm.
Like that's it's each bird is worth two. So,
Yeah, and also there's also included some opportunity cost
hmm,
as well, right? What if you can get a better bird
yeah,
if you draw from the deck? So those kind of things, yeah, that's why sometimes people take a long time
yeah.
to think for really high level like this.
Everybody take a worm cast.
Everybody takes a worm. The Eastern Phoebe does activate, and Vlado is thrilled once more. I feel doesn't really matter for Henry, but maybe it does with that bluebird. It gives him some flexibility to do a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
And there's all the food that Wei needs. He now has a nice mitt full of food.
Hmm.
Definitely has enough to get that heron on his next turn.
For sure. I think for now, from Waste Point, right, two of the players don't really care about food. So
Hmm.
it's only Volado and honestly, I think, yeah, from Wade's position, he thinks that Henry might be, more ahead of Volado. So
Yeah,
yeah, it makes sense for Wade to get a food
yeah, for
because it
sure.
benefit him more.
And we see the mountain bluebird play, and the second card is the northern bob white, which I really do like this. I like this card. It's also a ground bird. It costs 3 wheat to play,
Mm,
which I don't know if Henry. I think Henry only had 2 wheat, so he had to do a wild, like a 2 for 1 exchange, but he had a lot, so I don't think it hurt him.
hmm.
And then you just get it. It's got a 6 spaces for eggs, and it gets you to lay an additional egg on the bird. I really like that too. And with the Mountain Bluebird has 5 egg spaces on it as well.
Hmm.
So combo that with a House Finch. Henry's not running out of eggs this time.
No, he's getting a 7 point turn if he lay eggs, which is pretty nice, pretty sweet.
Work with it.
We we see a sigh of frustration from Vlado. Vlado's the dice just haven't been coming up for Vlado this game.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes Wingspan is just brutal,
Hmm. I, f-
unfortunately.
I feel like every time he's rolled from the bird feeder, he's gone, no. That's happened at least 2 or 3 times. And that's definitely happened to me in some games.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, because it's especially brutal because now it may even matters to him have to take another action entirely,
Right.
which is very detrimental.
Yeah, especially at this stage.
Yep.
So, and with that, Henry moves up to 9 birds as well. We know
Mhm.
that Wei's going to move into 8 birds on his next turn, likely because he has the eggs.
Right.
That heron should be a bit of an auto play.
Hmm. Yeah, but Yang is also in a good position to play even more birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as he's looking really good at the last two round bonuses.
Hmm. The last 2 round bonuses, people should be scared, and he's getting mittfuls of eggs every time. Now
Hmm.
he's not getting as many points with the tucking as other people are, like Vlado and Henry in that grasslands.
Hmm. Yeah, but he can make up for 6 or 7 points from just the end of round.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't activate the bird feeder as well, which makes sense looking at Wei. he knows that Wei's probably going to drop that Heron and doesn't want to give him additional flexibility. And especially now that, I mean, Henry can take one turn and get as much food as he could ever want.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not really anything to worry about. But sometimes I find that too. I make that assumption, and I think, okay, that person's getting so much food. This extra food can't help them, but it does make the difference between them playing
It
like
does.
a
Yeah,
really high value bird or a lower bird.
exactly.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. But I think to me, it's more like how much actually benefit me,
Hmm.
especially in a four-player game. Yeah.
And we did see on Wei's turn that he did drop that Heron, a really great card, 9 points,
Nine
the
points.
the
Yeah.
highest value card in the game. I don't think there's
Mhm.
anything that goes to 10.
Yeah. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. Also gets up to 8. I'm interested to see Wei and Henry. Henry it goes for the egg generation rather than
Hmm.
food generation, so that to me kind of telegraphs he doesn't quite need, or he doesn't have a card in his hand that he wants to play right now, or he's going to focus on optimizing some points rather than try to get other things out on the board. But I mean, one extra card could be the difference between him snaking. Well, it is the difference between a tie and
Hmm.
we
I think
see.
for yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry I cut you off,
No,
but
no,
I
no, go
think for
ahead.
him, he's probably thinking about his because he has two end of game bonus cards,
Hmm.
so he's probably trying to find cards that can
Right.
meet those conditions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All I was going to say is when we see Henry's Predator hit, we hear a huge sigh of despair from Vlado. And I think Henry's bird might have hit every time, and he's just gobbling up all the birds that Vlado
Like,
wishes.
yeah.
Yeah, his Predator was eating.
Snatching all the food from Bella's bird.
Yeah, right out of his mouth.
I turned my audio off when watching this,
Mm.
but I can imagine
Yeah,
Vlado's voice.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can hear him right now.
Yeah, just a bit of an exhale, and we can see it in Vlado's body language. He's not having the game that he wants.
Yeah. This is especially tough, especially like you don't want to see bad luck in your um oh, he's playing a Raven.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Going back to my points, I think it's very tough for a player to see bad luck in the last game of the day because you've spent 10 hours
right.
in extremely stressful environment and you've made it so far
Yeah,
and it is so close to that ring.
yeah,
Yeah, you kind of want to clutch it, but if you see it slipping through you, it's a worse feeling.
yeah. He drops this Raven now in his grasslands, so he's up
Hmm.
to 8 cards as well, and he does have the potential for food generation there.
Yeah, that's actually not bad for Vlado. Because he's like we all know his food generation is a little bit
Hmm.
unfortunate so far.
Yeah,
So you can definitely help him a little bit to pick up the pace, but I'm not sure it will be enough.
yeah.
Do you have an extra cube on that's currently on?
But if he has because but he has so many cards in his hand. I mean, he can cycle through so many cards. So he's looking for point bombs or even better
Yeah.
birds um, that he can potentially play. So
The players are just pausing right now. The judges pointed out, and I'd seen it a bit earlier too. Vlado just had an extra cube on his board. We can see that Yang has 3 cubes, and everybody else sort of has 3 cubes as well. Or
mm,
everyone else has 2 cubes because Wei started this round. So just a little correction to make sure that Vlado doesn't lose his other action again. like this we almost did in round 2.
You have all full out. Yeah, all full out.
Wow. And then Yang drops down Franklin's Gull as his final one.
If it
Which,
can come, 1 round earlier, he
yeah,
would be much better place to play that. Yeah, it's
it feels it's a tough play for Yang. Like I know Franklin's Gull is really powerful, but it's taking up the last space. It's only worth 3 points. It is a star nest, so he kind of locks in that end of round goal. And I guess he is playing it. He can afford it. He's up to 10 birds now, so he will take first spot if nobody takes that from him. So maybe that's why he's playing it now. But in terms of his ability, it's kind of like we were talking about that he now doesn't have any point generating abilities on on that row, and in fact he has 2 point losing abilities.
so he can get only 3 points.
Yeah,
From going to grassland. So his play will be just like drawing cards and pray there will be point bombs.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't have a great grassland bird in his hand
Yeah.
because he has the least amount of card draw out of all the 4 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very likely he really didn't have good thing come up. So maybe that's also why he put the turkey in the grasslands, just so he can fill up a space because he's so desperate in getting like a card engine, right? So he doesn't really see a good grassland bird.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, that's the reason I think I like to go for card drawing, especially in the early game.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a trick question.
That's right. Just making sure we're all paying attention, myself included.
Gives you that flexibility for sure.
Okay, Henry's going to play more birds, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, he's grabbing food right now, I think, but looking.
Which kind of makes sense because if you want to compete for
Yeah.
more birds, yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely
think so
makes
too. He has that open wetland space as well that he can drop something down in. I mean, it's pretty much the only space he can unless he wants to fill up his forest.
And for him, going to the forest is actually not that bad because he can get, up to 3 points.
Yeah,
So it's not like just getting food.
yeah,
So he must have calculated, the combined efforts between playing a bird and getting food. So maybe, maybe worth 2 or 3 more points this way. So
yeah. And yeah, I really like too. He's not afraid of giving away too many eggs. He's able to get eggs. And the roll was correct. That I mean, he obviously takes the food to leave the right things in the bird feeder for him. Opts not to cache the food, so he needs this food.
okay, interesting.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
All right, Vlado activates that row. Now getting 4 eggs, he'll be able to get some food, potentially get those big point bombs like we were talking about. We see on his hand as he's been reaching for it, he's been wearing the Splendor ring. He's the only one at the table who has won a ring. Something that I would absolutely wear every board game night. Now you sport your championship bracelet and your 2 rings any night you play, Angela?
Not as often as I
Just-
have wanted.
Just on special occasions.
Just on special occasions.
Yeah.
I think I wear them in the Dice Tower
Oh, nice.
live playthroughs. Yeah, it does feel very badass.
Oh, and
You look down on the boss.
Vlado doesn't hit his
Oh my
predator
god, that's the
again.
third time if we're counting.
Oh, Vlado.
Vlado, if he loses by 3 points, he must be
Yeah.
screaming.
And then at this point, Elizabeth Hargrave, the designer, is taunting him as it is her favorite bird that flips up, the roseate spoonbill.
Really?
Yeah, that's her favorite bird, and that's the one that Vlado sees.
Tuck.
That's a like her favorite bird in real life,
Yeah, in
or
real life, yeah. When I
makes
was doing an
sense.
interview, I asked her, and she says, "Yes, everybody asked me this question." I said, "So, tell
Now I
me."
remember that. Yes, it was in our game that we played that we asked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth a lot of points too in the game. It's just a white power,
Hmm.
but I think it's worth 8 points.
I guess. Oh, those are the two. Yes.
Another interesting one going over to Wei's potential is I've seen this flash by his hand every time he's looked through it, and I recognize it. The scissor tail flycatcher, the bird that's on the box and that is on every one of the player mats right there. He's been holding on
Mm.
to that for a long time, and it's not
That's an
that
8 point
surprising
bird.
because it's worth
Yeah.
8 points, right?
Yeah. 8 point for him if and I think yeah, like it's 8 3 points because it doesn't even need an egg to
Exactly.
play the grassland.
So an easy something to build up to if you're
Hmm.
way just and you want to now use your heron to generate more food.
I think so. Yeah, if I were him, I would play that because it actually gives more points than everybody's grassland engine can get right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why I wouldn't again is if you're looking for those end of round goals, but it's a pretty small bird, so
Hmm.
oh, I also see a bit of a finch in his hand there, or the
Hmm.
the warblers,
The
whatever they're
warblers.
called. Yeah.
Okay, so those
Yeah, not a
are
finch.
8 point.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So he's got options, but I still would opt for the flycatcher because, to go into
Yeah.
the warblers have to go into the forest.
Yeah. I think yeah, Wei is also looking really good right now. If he, like you say, if he does have those big birds
Hmm.
like every single turn, he's yeah, pretty much on par with Henry in terms of
Yeah.
point generation. But Henry's is slightly ahead in terms of end of round goals, and
Mm.
Henry had two end of game bonus cards
Right.
compared to Wei's one. So still think Henry is slightly in the lead.
Yeah, I am surprised we haven't seen more of the end of round goal birds being played because of
Hmm.
the potential for points, but especially if you're oh, he opts for the Roadrunner in the grasslands instead. I guess he needs to find a usage for his rat. The flycatcher needing two worms, I think. But
But yeah, if he wants to burn a food, he can.
yeah,
But that's one more point, right? Like the five catcher is one more point, and the
yeah,
roadrunner. Or maybe he needs something, for his end game
yeah.
bonus.
His endgame bonuses. There's a potential if I mean, he doesn't need to activate his grasslands ever, but if he does, then he has the ability to tuck things down.
Yeah, that's hunt, but yeah. Oh, okay, interesting.
We have Henry go and play his 10th bird as well, now tying
Yeah,
him with Yang.
he has been having that card for a long time.
A
He got
long
that card.
time. Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked about it when he picked it up, the Canada Goose.
yeah. We thought he would played it as a defensive play, but he actually played it.
Hmm. It is a ground bird, so that helps him towards those
Hmm.
goals. There was a decent cut there as well, so I'm sure he looked at what everybody's layouts are right now, and because it's only
Hmm.
worth 3 points, and it's not really likely that he's going to be activating that wetland.
No, but yeah.
and benefiting from its tucking ability. Like it does tuck 2 cards, but that's only 2 points versus the, you know, 7
Hmm.
that he can get up top.
Yeah, so he goes from for Groundness, he goes from 2 to 3. So maybe it's like a
Hmm.
difference between the second
Second
place
place, yeah.
to third place. But the second place to third place is just like 1 point difference. Or maybe it goes with his again mysterious end game bonus cards. So
Yeah.
if we cannot explain anything, it must be the end game bonus
Yeah,
cards.
yeah, yeah. And then when we get to those, we'll just we'll skip that part if they don't link up with something that we've guessed at.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an interesting play from Young. I think it's just a response to Henry playing the Canada Goose. If he drops the Fish Crow, it's worth 6 points,
Mm.
and it allows him to discard an egg for a food. I can't imagine he's interested in using that for its ability. I think he's just interested in making sure he retains first place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, it's like 6 points.
Yeah, 6 points.
Yeah, that's more than the 3 points he can get from Grassland. So.
Yeah.
And also, we missed Vlado's pretty good play, the Sandpiper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rain.
that's a great card
That's
for Vlado.
that's great card for Vlado. He can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can get 10 point, potentially 11 points per turn
Wow.
because of the duplicating power bird
Yeah.
that he has. That is amazing. He can make up 4 points potentially. Assuming his bird hangs, 4 points compared to Henry, which is amazing. So he had,
Yeah.
you know, with 5 more rounds to go, he can make up 20 points just
Hmm.
from going to grasslands.
He just needs to have the food to get it, but he has the ability to get the food because he
Yeah,
has
he has
that
a
Raven.
ribbon. Yeah, yeah.
So it's guaranteed to go off.
Right. Okay, so it's 10 points, not 11 points, because
Yeah.
you have to count the egg that the raven takes. But it's amazing.
Similar to the looks of the pieces. I hope it makes sense.
Oh yeah, Wade's talking about that symbol on which is where the opponent logo to Blotto right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nice. It's been a calm table. Like everybody giving each other enough space. All players sort of quiet, but also decently chatty, I think, for their level of introversion.
And also everybody's just like tired. Also,
Yeah.
it helps. I think WSBG, I said it many times, but WSBG has a very friendly environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This hunting guy is really
amazingly chill.
what is it, 3 for 3 or something?
Yeah, Henry hits again on his predator. I'm hoping I'm hoping when Vlado I hope Vlado gets one.
I hope Valdo gets one as well.
I hope he gets more than one.
I'm surprised to see Wei didn't take, the food, like you said, necessary for Flycatcher,
Yeah.
because that's net 7 points, which is, the best he can do for now.
Yeah. You know what? Probably end of game goals. It's nice to have a little bit of mystery anyway.
Yeah,
We can't know everything.
you can't know everything.
All right, here we go. Vlado's
Vlado's
going through.
Yeah, he knows all his turns. His turns are super quick right now.
Yep. They're planned out. He's going to get a nice 50 points if he can hold the eggs. I don't know if he's got
Yeah.
that many egg spaces, but
Probably not. Unfortunately, these are small
yeah.
birds. But just for his tuck and jaw versus, and also the sandhill
Yeah.
crane, sandpiper crane. Sandhill crane, not sandpiper. Yeah, it's a lot of points just from those.
These two.
Oh, and I realized this whole time I've been talking about sort of the ground birds as it being birds because I'm so locked into you needing the most birds, but really you just need the most egg spaces on ground birds. So that
Oh yeah, so they're not
yeah.
birds with brown. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
they're
so the
under. Yeah.
Henry's finch, that house finch that we which oh no, that has a bowl nest on it. I thought it had the but his
Mm.
bob white that he put down actually now becomes really, really powerful. Probably why that went back to his decision because it holds six eggs. So that might send us into a whole bunch of different recalculations. I don't know if Young's got it
I
as
see.
locked up as
Yeah,
and
one, two, three,
oh
four.
no.
Be any worse? I mean,
He did. Yeah,
201, I think. Yeah.
Two,
that's the
201
first time.
centimeters. He said, "Can
Oh
it be
my
any worse? Is
god.
this the biggest bird in the deck?"
This game's 276 or something. 277. Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's larger, I think.
Well, they're saying the California Condor might have 277. Well, I think that was in Vlado's hand, so this might be the next one.
Whew. That's tough to watch. Being Vlado's friend.
Yeah, Henry getting scared now by the power of that grassland engine. I know it kind of all snuck up on us, but the Sandhill Crane was the key to that engine build right there.
And it's actually not too late. He has like 5 more turns to do
Yeah,
it.
that could be 50 points, to get you to that 100 level.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody's scoring like crazy this game
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, this also makes the wild turkey make a little bit more sense. I think Yang still has it pretty much locked up. Spotted
Hmm.
towhee has 4 spaces in terms of eggs. The
Hmm.
wild turkey has
That's
5
7,
spaces.
5
Yeah, just
wins. Or
five.
5, 5. Yeah.
But then he also has Franklin's Gull, which was a star nest. Again, why it's so powerful. And then the oyster catcher has 2 additional spots, and then Forster's Tern has 2 additional spots. So
Right.
with all the birds that he has, I think he's got it pretty much locked up for eggs.
Hmm.
And we see him just loading up that wild turkey right now, which makes sense. Using Franklin's Gull, Young hoping to grab those big power birds like we were talking about,
Hmm.
or the high point value.
Hmm.
And then having worked out that he doesn't need the food right now,
Yeah.
or at least he'll pick up enough food to enough wheat to turn them into wilds over the course of him running that engine.
Exactly. He has 2 rats now,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's better to see what kind of good cards he has rather than preemptively,
yeah.
throwing an egg.
And we see Wei grabbing food. He's got that warbler still in his hand.
Okay, so yeah, Warbler makes sense.
Warbler and Flycatcher at this point are the same value because
Mm-hmm.
Flycatcher would be -1 for an egg, and then Warbler has to be -2.
Mm-hmm. Again, it must be the in-game bonus.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the only problem with Wei's engine down there is, well, his bush tit is a wild bird, so he can put eggs on there, but I don't think he's going to be able to tackle Henry because the grackle and the blackbird both have bull nests.
Hmm. And the other problem, like he cannot keep activating his wet
Yeah.
end engine because the space X space is kind of maxed out.
Yeah.
He's got to start playing more X.
Mm-hmm.
So that maybe makes sense why he want to opt for Wobbler because they can free
Right.
up some X space.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe,
Yeah. He knows it's going to get filled again anyway.
yeah,
So it's kind of you might as well go for the additional point.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. We see Henry just running down that grassland engine. But
Yeah,
now,
it's time to harvest all your hard work for building that engine.
yeah. Tucking and drawing. Will the predator eat another one of Vlado's prey?
Mm-mm.
We're about to see.
About to see.
Yeah, I think I just do a hunt.
He doesn't want to.
Successful.
Oh, he gets it.
Lucky Henry.
He gets it.
But I don't think it's like
Vlado is whispering words of encouragement to his harrier.
Probably turning very red right now.
He's saying, "Listen, you can do it." He was cheering his bird on. He's like, "Listen, look across the table.
You
See
can do it.
see what your brother is doing."
The bird is getting hungry.
Yeah, you're allowed to hunt. It's okay.
Yes.
I don't know if Vlado's a vegetarian, but maybe
It's
maybe
not.
yeah, that could be the only reason it was rubbing off on his birds. Vlado again activating that crane.
That's crazy. That was Henry's play last year.
Yeah. Or was it the crane? But it was with the goose, right? It was with the Canada goose.
He was a Canada Goose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
Same ability.
Same ability, yes.
Yeah, Vlado making sure that he can continue to activate it. A great spot.
Here
Here we go.
we go. Okay. Yay.
He gets it.
He gets it.
He's able to gobble it up.
I know. This is a fifth time or
This
it's a only 20% success
Yeah.
rate, but it should be, like 65%.
Yeah.
It's not odds not in his favor.
He had to hit one. We see Henry counting on his fingers, looking intently at Vlado.
Yeah. He's probably counting his point gains, X spaces, and end of round bonus. Yeah.
And I think we're seeing this too. I think Vlado might only have one card left. And so he flashed a puffin there. And he said, dang, I wish I could keep this. But because he only had the one card left, he had to feed it to the Purple Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like these last turns are pretty set. I don't think we'll see much deviation, but I do think we'll see some building from Wei for sure.
Yeah, he's sitting on a bunch of food. And yeah, like we said, it makes more sense for him to put point bomb burst down.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I think that's also perfect because he probably has a lot of those in his hands due
Yeah.
to amazing amount of cards that he's drawn. He's probably drawn most of the cards.
Yeah, a ton really.
The town, yeah. It has been, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting too with Yang's play. You can see he doesn't have the.
Oh, you took 3 cards. I see.
Yes. So
I'm just gonna
Oh.
delete 3 cards. Go ahead and take 2 more.
I saw the judge's hand.
Yeah, Young just accidentally took 3 cards, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I grabbed 3 cards." And so the judge said,
see.
"Okay, I'll just take these 3. Take 2 more,"
Makes sense.
rather than shuffling and drawing 1, which also would have been, the
Mhm.
thing to do. But yeah, the tough part about Young's play is that he's only getting 4 points.
Yeah.
or 5
3.
if he spends a
Oh yeah, 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then he has to spend an egg to continue to draw cards,
Yeah.
hoping to search that sort of non-flexible card draw, going back to bite him.
Yeah.
Small bird,
Yeah.
big points, Vlado says. I think we have the Prothonotary Warbler, which is worth 8 points. Also, but worth 8 points. His Scissortail Flycatcher also worth 8 points, but
Well, maybe he will play it anyway.
maybe he'll play it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Because for sure those two are hunting birds. Yeah, there's no way they're not gonna hunt birds. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, because say if Henry is really worried about Wei and stop hunting the birds,
Yeah, Vlado's
then
going to do it
Blado
anyway.
for sure, yeah, will hunt the birds, right?
Yeah.
Because Blado, yeah, wants to get more points. So Wei is pretty much guaranteed to get more forts.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of tuck and draw from Henry, searching the deck, trying to get maybe something he can play, versus taking an easy thing off the top.
Hmm.
Get another.
Hunt was successful.
Lucky Henry, he has been successful every single time.
Yeah,
And this is from a previous version.
the hunt was successful.
You know, between those two, their average is close
It's
to the
consistent,
the
yeah.
ground truth. Yeah.
It's just it's always fallen in Henry's favor, not Vlado's. Yeah, agreed.
Good.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah, every player has 3 more actions. They're just going through it pretty methodically.
Hmm.
But I don't see there's going to be no deviation from Vlado. There might have to be some deviation from Henry because I think he did have a ton of spaces for eggs, but they're looking pretty full right now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, he probably running out of space if we keep playing
Yeah.
3 rounds.
Yeah, Henry does only have 2 remaining, but even still. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see Henry draw cards with his killdeer.
He's probably already,
That's
either
the thing.
has a thing. Oh my God, it's
It's
the hunting
another.
failed again. Oh,
It's another miss.
Big boys from him. Right.
so that's like a 6th time.
Wow,
No.
that is some of the worst luck I've ever seen at this game. Players, take note. If you ever see the Northern Harrier, I wouldn't get it. He's not a good
Wouldn't get it.
hunter.
No.
He does say that you can flip
Bad
over a
track
card,
record.
but he's a bad track record for sure.
Yeah. For sure. So unfortunate. It's funny. Remember how we said, how I said when I saw the Northern Areas, I was like, okay, Vlado's game is coming back.
Yeah,
Because I was counting on that bird so much.
yeah.
I hope Vlado doesn't lose by like 6 points.
Yeah.
I'll feel very sorry for him.
Well, if we see the difference too, I mean, it just could come down to drawing if you subtract all of Henry's, and give it to Vlado, and then see if that makes the difference, right?
Right. True. Yeah.
If the shoe was on the other foot, if the bird was in the other bush,
Right. If the bird has been fair to both of them.
yeah.
Any fish caching powers, let's just use fish food tokens as a substitute for eggs for the time being.
Players have so many eggs on the board that they're out of eggs. Everybody has their eggs up and running, and so we're now using fish tokens instead of eggs.
That's so funny. That doesn't really happen that often
Yeah.
in real life. No.
Yeah, because nobody has any fish caching powers, so that's why they're using fish as a substitute.
Mm-hmm.
The other bit? Oh, just thought about that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's an egg.
Young decides again to fish with Franklin's Gull.
Yeah. He may be hoping for,
Yeah, something.
something that's better than 4 points.
Yeah. This is sort of a feels like a last ditch effort on Young's part.
Mm-hmm.
Only has two turns to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I think Yang is a little bit unfortunate that he has planned to get, the grassland engine with food, but then,
Hmm.
like you said, he drew the Raven. But
Yeah,
in at his position, he needs to take the Raven.
yeah,
But I'm not sure he should have played the Raven, to be honest,
right.
um,
Could have
because it
just
doesn't,
yeah,
yeah, takes up space, and also he already have a good engine.
yeah,
So yeah, I understand that he has to take it,
yeah.
but not so sure that he should play it.
That's also the downside or the danger of these power birds sort of having the reputation that they do. It's that
Yeah,
you think, oh, I see this bird, I must play it, regardless
exactly.
of sort of circumstance. But I think that's a really good read in
Yeah,
terms of the lost potential there, which we're seeing now that he's activating that grassland so many times.
yeah. I would just say you must take, you
Yeah,
must cut from your
yeah,
opponent, but you don't have to play.
yeah.
Discard.
Way fishing through his cards.
Trying to decide which point bomb to keep.
Oh, I see that looks like a Baltimore Oriole in his hand as well.
That's another 9 point
There,
card.
that's another
Yeah.
9 point. So we may not see the flycatcher. Baltimore
Mhm.
Oriole also is a star nest, so could
Mhm.
add towards the end game goals, but I think those are
Right.
fairly decided at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So he would, if he does play that, he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would have 11 spaces,
Yeah,
um, which is pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. Young at 11 as well.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I think they're beating both Henry and Vlado, if I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Henry at
Yeah.
10 and Vlado at 9.
Wow.
And I think we're seeing Henry pause here and have to make a decision. He's he's out of space. It has once
Hmm.
again come back to haunt him. He thought he had enough space,
I thought he had enough space.
but there is never enough space when you run out of eggs
Hmm.
in the game. But he is going for eggs again. He is discarding a food for an additional egg, so he must still have some space then. My I was it
He
was
might be thinking about playing another bird. I don't know.
yeah, it was a premature calculation. I guess. I mean, he only has that one worm left.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it would have to be a
Interesting.
pretty small bird.
Yeah, small bird don't really score you that much.
Yeah, and by my count, he has one egg space maybe available on the rest of his birds.
Hmm.
I think that fourth bird, the warbler, the cerulean warbler, that's in the
Oh,
fourth
he grabbed
spaded
a
forest.
He grabbed a bird from the tray. He grabbed
Oh, he did. Yeah.
yeah,
He grabbed this Eastern kingbird.
Eastern kingbird.
Yeah.
Oh,
It costs a
okay.
worm. It's worth just 2 points.
So it will like literally worth 1 point for him
Yeah.
because of the egg space.
It's 1 point. It might help with some endgame goals. It's better
Hey,
than, you never know.
you never know.
But yeah, I think other than the spot on the cerulean warbler, which it looks like there's only one egg there, he does not have space for any eggs.
Yeah. I
But
mean, it must be the end game goal
has to be,
because
yeah.
it has to be because otherwise,
You'd still
yeah,
run your engine.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He can hunt, he can tuck and catch,
Yeah.
yeah, tuck and jaw. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
What happens when
Yeah, he has 2 guaranteed potential for 3.
Discard all.
exactly.
And the players have gone through the entire deck, which also
It never happened.
it never happens. These players have run out of eggs, they're using fish, and they've gone through the entire deck, most of it tucked behind Way's board and then Vlado's board as well.
It is awesome. This is like very high level play, and it's
Yeah.
so interesting how everybody plays a different game, and everybody has been, doing their best job
Mhm.
for all these different kind of engines. It's amazing.
Yeah. Here we go. The last card. The last card in the deck.
Oh no!
Is it? Oh, we see.
Is
Oh,
that
it
a s-
is. It is. It's
Oh,
okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Okay,
It
yeah, because
certainly
from
looked
my
like a
angle,
big board. Yeah.
it looks like an eagle to me.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I thought it was another miss.
Yeah.
Any cards now?
I need 2 cards. I don't really care which 2.
Yeah, Vlada
It's
says
all
I
the
need
cards
2
to tuck.
cards.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yeah, the judge is shuffling the deck right now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Vlada said I need 2 cards. I don't really care which 2. Just give me 2. Wow, the last card in the deck. I mean, I kind of no offense to Vlado, but I kind of wanted the last card to go the same way. It just would have been more poetic. But I am happy for him that he did hit it
I'm
because
happy for him.
you
Yeah.
know,
Very unusual.
Yeah.
It's unusual to have so many tucking engines at the
It's like a sad hero.
yeah.
Would anyone like to cut?
Yeah, the deck is fully empty.
The deck is fully empty, and everybody's is still very, ceremoniously shuffling it
Yeah.
and cutting it. I doubt it's gonna make any difference
Yeah.
in this game.
Which bird will come back from the dead? Yeah, Henry cheering on Vlado's Harrier.
But honestly, yeah. Oh, but the game is because by the amount of failures of hunting that happened, so
Mhm.
maybe the deck is proportionally
Big birds.
with big birds, right?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
You know, and I did not discard the big ones, so there should not be that many big ones.
Yeah, Vlado finishing up. Or will the big birds come to haunt Vlado again? Now there's only big birds left in the deck. What are you going to hit?
No. A big bird or a bigger bird?
Yep, Yang now surveying his cards, choosing what to do. Playing a bird
gonna
makes
play a bird.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does have those rats.
Hmm.
And he plays that barn owl, which doesn't feel good.
Mm.
I mean, it's only 5.
Yeah, it's
It's only
3
5 points. So 3 points net. Yeah.
It's at least a 40-point round.
our favorite line. It must be
Yeah.
those cards.
So far behind.
Or really, I don't know if it's for the bonus cards. I mean, likely we'll see. He picked it up for a reason from the tray, right? And we were a bit
Yeah.
confused at that point. So likely it makes sense that he is the rat objective
exactly.
card.
Mhm.
But and that also moves him up to 12 birds, which is the most out of anybody at the table.
Yeah, very true.
Henry Wei sitting both at 10. Well, now 11 for Wei.
Gets all the big birds.
Wei dropping that Baltimore Oriole.
Yeah, it's huge. But the unfortunate thing is, although it has all the spaces, he cannot really, utilize them well because he
Mhm.
doesn't really have a very good egg laying action to do.
Yeah. Wei still then clearing the space that he needs to run his tucking engine one more time.
Exactly. So that makes sense that he can't really compete for the end of round bonus.
Yeah, and this last round is tough to see from Henry. It's a 1 point card, a 1 point turn, which
Mm-hmm.
when you look at Vlado getting 10 points in a turn, that feels really tough. Just not enough energy to get over the line.
I
But
know. That's very tough to see.
which with these players, it could come down to that last turn. We know what Vlado's doing. We know what Wei's doing. I'm not sure we know what Yang's doing. Yang only has a single wheat remaining.
I think he will just probably lay 4x.
Probably
That's
lays
it.
4 eggs,
Yeah.
or 5. Use that wheat to
Oh yeah, 5.
lay
Yes.
an additional, as long as he has the space, which I think he does now with the barn owl.
Hunt.
Henry standing up. His turns are over. And as
Yeah.
Hummingbird comes back, one of the first cards we saw in the game.
Yay.
The Hummingbird that gave Vlado life gives him life once more, giving him that all-important point.
It's a mandatory roll, right?
Who else did we roll?
Oh,
The hummingbirds never disappoint.
They never do. It's just like Christmas, some might say.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat the round power.
Yeah, and Vlado finishes up that really, really great grassland.
It's amazing. His
Yeah.
grassland is, giving 10
Yeah,
points per round per turn. That's amazing.
yeah. A really spectacular engine. I mean, definitely the best engine at the table right now, but did it come off in time? That's the question. Because he was a little bit behind, but and then there are the end of round goals, which I don't think Vlado has enough ground birds to really make a difference there. His crane has it, the ring-billed gull has it, but he only has 3 spaces for eggs, so he's not looking to scoop up a lot of points in that end of round.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Young do exactly that. He just gets 5 eggs. That's it. Grabs the food back for good measure. And we'll see Wei activate this wetland one last time, and then we'll go to final scoring. Wei draws from the deck, from the tray, in a ceremonial finish.
and
That's also impressive. I've never seen a grassland engine that can give you 6 points.
Yeah.
That's for not grassland,
the
sorry,
wetlands, the
wetland.
wetlands, yeah.
Wetland, yeah. Like for my wetland, if I can get a food or 2 points, I would think it's like a good engine. But
Yeah.
this is amazing.
I got draw 2.
Yeah, all players having some sort of fish on their cards to represent eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Good card. Alright.
It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be so close.
Henry's saying it's going to be very close. It's going to be so close.
It's gonna be close. I think everybody's like a bit jittery right now.
Whatever it is, guys, I think this was.
Anything? That's it. Yeah. So how many eggs do we have?
They're counting up their eggs for the end game goals right now. I feel Young has it with 15.
Mhm.
I got only 7.
I think Henry has 12 and Wei has 7 and Vlado has alone 2.
Mm-hmm.
First time we've seen no ties in that end of round goal.
Mm-hmm.
Great game, guys.
GG.
That's really.
That
Good
was
game.
very
Wow.
high.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Any of these.
Yeah,
games.
Vlado unfortunately is not doing so well in the
We
and the Broncos in general.
Arnak.
Yeah.
It's being, pretty much lost.
All right.
Yeah, Wei pointing out, taking a picture of the table, is saying, "Hey, we took longer than Arnak to play," but all the players sort of recognizing, breathing a sigh of relief, and saying, "Wow, what a good game! Like
What is the game?
this
Yeah.
was really good." And it's true, you see all these engines go off, and
Yeah.
and even though like the points are, I expect the points to be really high. The
Mhm.
Hummingbird activated once, so you can't really say it was just like we expected it earlier on. We were like the Hummingbird, okay, it'll be a high scoring game, but with it only activating once, that's or maybe twice.
Yeah, I think it's twice.
Yeah,
But
I think it
also
was
that
twice. Yeah,
the other bird that Wei has, the kingbird is a kingbird. It also activate once.
yeah,
So 3 free food.
that's true.
Yeah, but still,
But
everybody's like
still,
so
yeah,
skilled. Yeah.
I 28, I think. Yeah, 20. I count at 28.
28 points for birds for Vlado, I think, is what people are saying.
20.
Okay, 28.
Yeah,
That's not very high.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
I think 51 for Yang. They're saying. Yang with 51 points. That's pretty good. That's a great showing.
That's a yeah.
17, 20, 24, 24 plus 7, 31.
I think Wei's also doing really well in
Yeah.
terms of bird points.
40, 49.
49.
Well, 49.
Very close.
Wow.
Wow, Yang beating Wei in points. I'm really
Yeah.
surprised at that. Especially with
I know.
Wei's like 3 9-point birds.
Yeah.
20. Which is the house finch? Is it 3?
So on average, he has like 5-6 points per bird. for
Yeah.
Yang.
I took the wrong personal goal. I should have taken this one.
Yang does have some like low point birds, but he has like 3 9-point and 1 7-point. It's amazing.
And the low.
Yeah.
51 points is a lot.
Goose is 3, is that right?
What's that?
Canada Goose is 3, is that right?
Canada Goose is
I think Henry's at 37.
Is that right?
That's what I got.
Okay, and I think 37 is a pretty
Yeah.
average score for.
But compared to
But-
Yang 51 and Wei with 49,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of ground to make up.
Right.
0.
0.
I got 2.
Oh,
I have a chance.
Vlado shows 0 points for bonus cards. Wei shows 2 points for bonus cards. Yang shows 6 points for bonus cards.
So I have
And can we see what those bonus cards are?
I think Henry's
I-
saying viticulturist.
4, 7. So Eastern, Canada, Northern, and Mountain.
I see. Okay.
Okay. And then
I
he had
see.
the directional one as well. So that's the reason why he did grab that Eastern, because it had Eastern, and so put him into the 7-point.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
That's how he makes up the point gap. That's how,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's a game.
I see. Now we know that he's okay with running out of space, and also it's like super lucky for that bird.
To stay there the entire round.
To stay the entire round, and he just
Yeah.
needs 1 food to get it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, yeah. I mean, everybody played a super great game, but
Yeah.
Henry is also, pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other 7 is 12.
12 points for yellow for Henry.
Eggs plus imaginary eggs.
Now they're going to add up the eggs
6, 7,
Oh, and all the cards. That's where
on all the cards and the
Vlado.
imaginary eggs.
Vlado shines.
14.
22.
22 for Vlado. 27 for Young.
We'll check that.
Mm-hmm. I think Young has been doing like a very consistent
Yeah.
game. The only thing is like he doesn't have huge like talking engines like the others.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Only
But he's-
14 for Wei.
Yeah, that's kind of expected, right? Because he has never he
Yeah.
has never
Yeah, never activated grassland.
activated the grassland a single time. This is
Yeah.
amazing. I've never seen a game like this.
His
This
point is all in tucking.
Yes, so interesting.
And Henry has a ton of eggs.
32. but
Yeah.
If you want, you guys want.
32.
Great. So
32.
cards. This one's a little bit easier. So it's
Four.
4, 0,
I got 3.
3, 1.
Yeah, they're just getting the food as well. 4, 3, and 1.
I have 0.
And then the tuck cards. Yang has 0. We'll see. Henry has probably has a bunch of tuck cards.
Yeah, he does have a bunch. He hangs a bunch and he tuck and draw a bunch.
At least 40 there. Because that's how many you chucked into a single bird in the last round. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it's at least 20.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Vlado has at least 20 tuck cards for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1.
You know, given that the entire deck has run out because they're
Yeah.
tucking,
Double check.
Yes, of course.
I really have,
4, 5, 6,
you know,
9.
Yeah, it looks
Lot of
like
explosions.
26 for Wei.
26 for away. Wow.
Or
And
25.
do it once again. Yes. 1, 1, 2,
So just double checking the count.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I've never been more enthralled watching people count cards. 25 for Wei. 25.
Sorry, 3 for Vlado, I counted.
Yeah.
He just keep going and going.
Yeah. Just doing a double check.
Maybe 10-ish for Henry?
Yeah. 11, 12. Yeah, 12 for
Oh,
Henry.
12.
I think
Mhm.
33 was correct for Vlado as well. Which, if his bird had hit, could have been 40, you know?
Could have been 40. Let's just see.
Yeah. Vlado passes it over to the judge saying it's 32 or 33. It's not enough, but
But I don't know. I still. The numbers now.
I think multiple
Yeah.
people will hit over 100.
Vlado, we have
Yeah.
28 plus 3 makes 31.
all right, Vlado's score is being tallied right now.
2 makes 53, 61, and 94. Is that right?
94.
31, 53, 57.
57, 90. 90.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Vlado was unlucky for the end game
Yeah.
bonus.
70, 97.
97.
97 for Yang.
Wow.
Okay, we have 51, 99, 73, 76, 101.
101 for Wei. You see the fist pump of breaking 100.
51, 63. I think so.
Henry looking on.
95,
Wow.
96.
108.
He's a-
Henry hits it with, so it goes 94, 97, 101, and 108.
It's 108 is a great point.
Wow.
A great score.
If roles were reversed and Henry got unlucky, it would be 101, 101, 101. And Vlado got that. But Henry grabs it, and the other three not able to capitalize on their end of round goals. Henry, and you can see the emotion on Henry's face and how much this means.
Yeah.
Henry came back, made the final table last year, and was not able to take the ring. But this year, it is a different story. We can see Henry, the stress of the day, the emotion, and how much this game means, washing over him. Wei shaking his head, nodding his head. Good game, tough game.
Yeah, I feel so proud of him. I actually get goosebumps right now just watching
Yeah.
him because I played Henry for 3 years. I played him 2023, the first year I joined in Wingspan, and I beat him. And last year I also beat him in the final table.
Yeah,
He just got so much better over the 3 years. I know he has spent a lot of time. He
Yeah.
has to constantly exercising on
Yeah.
Wingspan, trying to train for better for Wingspan. I know how
Yeah.
much time he has spent. I'm like very proud of him that
Absolutely.
he has become a much better player over the years. Like he truly deserves it, and this is a awesome play on his part.
Yeah. Hugely deserved. An amazing table. Everybody with enormous scores 94, 97, 101, 108.
That's great game,
Like,
man.
that is crazy.
That is crazy, and it's a very interesting game because everybody goes for a different strategy, and
Yeah.
all worked out. It's a very entertaining game.
Yeah. One thing that Henry was saying there, he's saying, "Listen, this is the one game that I've been grinding all year,
Yeah.
and it has paid off." Huge. I mean, huge congratulations to all four players at the final table. There's a
Hmm.
reason why they were there, and we could see that all throughout the game, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Man, but what an exciting ending, and huge congratulations goes out to Henry. Super nice guy, absolutely deserving. And the first ring, our 2025 Wingspan World Champion, Henry Trin. That's pretty exciting. It was a very fun game
Very
to
exciting.
watch. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Wow. Yeah. I'm just like, that's what an awesome ending right there, right? You can
What?
see
Yeah.
like that to me is somebody who wants the title,
Yeah.
who pushes, who has tried, who's trained, who's worked really hard, and the emotions are well earned and just like lovely to see that passion sort of push
Yes.
through. Makes me passionate, makes me have goosebumps as well and get emotional.
Yeah, that makes me very inspired because
Mm.
I know for last year, Henry has been driving to Seattle. He lives in Oregon, but he's
Mm.
driving to Seattle every single month to train with a bunch of other players in the Seattle area. He takes this very seriously. And
Yeah.
after the game, he walked up to me and he said he wished his wife and his little kid were watching the real
The
the
live
real
stream.
stream, yeah, live
Yeah.
event. Yeah, I think it meant a lot, and really wish him the best, and very
Yeah.
happy for him as a friend.
Yeah, yeah. A huge congratulations. Huge shout out to Henry's wife and kid. I know he thanked them in his speech as well that they're very
Yeah,
supportive of coming to this event and just like pursuing these things that are meaningful for us. Sure, they're just board games, but like they're meaningful. We're
yeah,
if you they're meaningful to everybody who attends the event, and they're meaningful
exactly.
to so many people, and that's why this hobby is spread sort of far and wide. Um,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is this kind of spirit that makes
Hmm.
WSBG possible. So yeah,
Yeah.
we should have more players. Um, the people are in the final table.
Absolutely. All four class acts in the final table, great players. And if you are inspired by this and you haven't been to WSBG and you want to come to the World Series, what are you waiting for? I mean, come on, come join us. You can see the passion here. It's a wonderful community. You can get your tickets at WSBGvegas.com. You can become part of the community. And who knows, maybe next year you'll be at that final table winning the ring, looking at everybody's end game goals. Another crazy thing about that game is that the three people scored really low on their goals, right?
Yeah,
Like that was they got to those insane scores with not even a bump from the end game bonuses, which are
exactly. That's crazy. That's just
wild.
the multiple paths to victory.
Hmm.
For Wingspan, you can win the game in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Even like Yang, he had a very little engine, but he
Yeah.
ended up, having a very good score as well.
Yeah.
I'm very
97
impressed.
points is amazing.
It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah. It just like his engine, we were like, okay, he's not picking up as many points compared to everybody else, but also the
Mhm.
high value cards that he was able to put down too.
Yeah.
51 points in birds. I think that ties what Mike Topchevsky was in 2023, our 2023 winner.
Right.
Was around
Yeah.
there.
And
Yeah.
he pretty much monopolized all the
Yeah.
end round bonus as well. So
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here.
It
Uh,
was my pleasure as well. Thanks, Chris, for having me again.
yeah, it's always a delight hanging out and commentating on this game. And what a great game. Do you have anything else to say before we sign off?
Nope. Please come to WSBG. I really wish to see you next year. Yeah, just have a blast and enjoy board games.
That's what a perfect way to end it off. Have a blast and enjoy board games. Thanks everybody for watching. Once again, my name's Chris George,
And my name is Angela Tao.
and we'll see you in Vegas next year. What are you waiting
I'll see
for?
you.
It's time to get in the game.